Yo, what's good? What's happening? We in here Wednesday night, the mighty No Strings. What's good, everybody? Hope y'all having a good week thus far. We appreciate y'all for stopping by, hanging out with us for a little bit, man, making it liver than what it was. We definitely appreciate y'all. This is your first time hearing us. Thank you, man. Come on back. If you have not hit the subscribe button. We definitely appreciate it. Hit the thumbs up as well. Go and hit that bell while you're tapping on everything else. So that way you know when we going live and when we drop new content. If you're listening in the audio form, we definitely appreciate you. You the real MVP out here, man. Wherever it is that you listen to your podcast, you can catch us up over there. No strings attached. I think we got Naomi maybe stopping by later, so everybody will say what up to Nay a little later on. But right now, everybody say what up to Lai. Lionel in the building. What's up, Lai?
What up, y'all? Inhale, exhale. Welcome to another episode.
Hey.
Yeah. There go cousin Torian over there, a.k.a. I Runs Wild. What up, my guy?
What's up, y'all? Happy Wednesday. It's been a good day, and, it's about to get better because we here, and I'm queer, and let's talk this ish.
Yeah, you almost said we, and I was going to just...
I did. I was saying we. We're queer.
Hold up.
I did.
Don't give up my pronouns. You don't know my pronouns, goddamn.
I was gonna expose Roy. Yeah.
We're in here. Y'all see the topic of the night, man. Would you date yourself? Grand jumped in here early and said, hell no.
What's up, Grand?
Grand said, nah, man. Shay said the topic is messy, but she here for it. All right. We'll definitely get into that. Would you date you? I'm gonna take mine in stages. It's gonna be in I want to talk about in stages of my life, because you got to catch me at the right time. But before we do that, man, I want to do some quick birds of the week. If you got anybody that you want to nominate out there, man, drop it in the chat. If you saw anything out there, anybody that just deserves a bird of the week shout out, because we want to make sure we give them their full recognition. For all of their bird-like behavior, you understand? So let me see where I'm going. I don't even know where I'm really going this week. I might go here because this was a little bit. This is kind of definition of bird. All right, let's go. Drop them bird. It's just more just the bird-like behavior from this one. You dig? It wasn't. I didn't expect a lot. No disrespect to her as a person. Shay said she nominated herself for bird of the week for locking her keys in the trunk today. Damn. So you had a bad day. Yeah, that was a cold day. Okay, here goes my bird. If y'all got somebody Torian or Lionel, let me know, because we can do a flock. But I'm giving mine a Lotto. She let this man at the jewelry store make a fool out of her. And so, if y'all haven't seen it, here you go. Y'all hear that okay?
$2,000 off if you can give me right answer. Cool. Okay. The 45th president of USA and the 47th president of USA, they both have the same parents. How is that possible?
They both got the same parents. The 45th president of the USA and the 47th president got the same parents?
Yes.
How do the 45th president and the 47th president got the same parents?
It's a mystery.
They got the same parents because God made us all. And we all got the same parents. Because we're not on the 47th president yet. That's why.
It is. You want to know the answer? So the 45th president was Donald Trump. And the 47th president is also Donald Trump.
Boy, when I tell you that question was whooping her ass, she was really thinking that at one point. She had to pull out the God card. God did. Lord, y'all listen, man. She put on her. Why she had to put her glasses on? That's what I was confused about. Was she trying to look at the jewelry, or was she trying to seem smart? What happened?
That's just like when you got to turn the music down in the car to see where you going. It's like, what up? Wait a damn minute.
She put them glasses on and said, hold on. So the 45th and the 47th, it was tearing her up, boy. She couldn't help it. So there you go. Shout out to Lotto, man. No disrespect, Lotto, but Lord. And he knew she wasn't going to know it. That's what was crazy. Lord, and she was confused. Hold on. First, she said, we haven't had the 47th president yet. Lord have mercy.
No, I feel it out because I'm like, damn.
It took me don't ever feel that.
I was like, wait, huh? But then I was like, oh. Because I hate to think that Trump is the president. So I was really like, huh? Obama? Like, what? Like, oh.
That woman said, because God, we all God's children is what she pulled the God card. Lord.
You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
Now, people are talking. I got to give whoever's doing this challenge bird of the decade. I don't know who's doing this little challenge. I think this is not a challenge. I think this is just some capping that they talking about. This ain't no challenge right here, y'all. If you're doing this, stop it immediately.
No, they not. Oh my God.
Nah. Hey.
Oh my God. Why would they even
knocked her smooth the hell out here? Lord.
Ignorant. What?
That ain't no challenge. I don't know what the hell they thought. What outcome? What outcome do you think is gonna happen, Lionel? Would you even entertain? How would you, Lionel? Let me just give you a scenario. We just all sitting around chilling, you know what I'm saying? And I say, hey man, I got an idea, Lionel. Let's record me smash you over top of the head with a watermelon. What the fuck are we talking
I'll say
about?
I can smash on your head, but I'm like,
no, for real.
are you slow? Like, no.
Like,
But at the end of the day, we all have the freedom to be as slow or as intellectual as we desire. So, like, there's room for everyone.
Well, then don't come. Well, listen, just take your ass to the emergency room. Don't look for no sympathy.
Those are that's dud activities. So we're gonna give it to them. Like, you want to be a dud, have at it. Like, you got the space, do it in your own confinement. Hopefully, your duddedness doesn't affect those around you, and you're fine. Like, go have a ball and knock each other out.
Literally.
Yeah, that's just dud activity, but it's okay. We need duds like them. Why? I don't know. But everyone like has the space to be a dud or a light.
Yeah, that was bad. This one right here was crazy too. Y'all better leave these challenges alone. This Nicki Minaj challenge, they say this woman broke her spine when she fell.
I seen that.
Did you see it? Yeah, Russian. I think she's Russian, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, trying to do the Nicki Minaj joint. They let her hand go. She falls back, breaks her spine. There you go.
That's another dud.
I don't listen. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to say, you know what, this ain't for me. Like nobody, when people are doing these chats, I get surprised. I'm like, no one's taking any precautions, like putting down like pillows or like cushion behind you. Just no one's thinking, hey, I might fall. You know what I'm saying? They're just getting up there, just hey, this will work.
No, it's crazy. There's no reason. They just be. That's how you know it's like a different type of brain. Like, I mean, I guess it's just a dopamine hit that comes from attention, and people be just willing to take it there. For TikTok and for the challenges, it's so aggy. But it is what it is. In 2025, they're willing to even, because I guess it started before then, like in 2020. And people were doing like the crate challenges and like breaking their necks and their backs and their legs.
I forgot about the crate.
But at the end of the day, that's just all for attention, like a couple likes on Instagram or TikTok, which is crazy, but there's room for it. Like if you want to be a dud for social media, go ahead and turn the camera on and be a dud.
But the crate shit, I shoot them a little bit of bail because we was just all so damn bored at that time. Everybody was in the crib. People were just trying to get out of it. And I don't know where they found all these damn milk crates at. 'Cause I ain't seen a milk
Right, I
crate.
know. Yeah.
I ain't seen milk crates. You know, I used to do some DJing back in the day, so we used to have crates to put your records in. I don't know where they found all these goddamn milk crates just laying around in the hood.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Very
the
bendy.
salt. Grant said the challenge has been around since my childhood. Remember the salt and ice challenge? Y'all was doing the salt and ice. Y'all like some shit y'all was on.
They crazy.
No, I never. I don't think I've seen. I may have heard of it. It's not ringing bells really. But I remember like in high school doing the cinnamon challenge, and like I
Yeah,
felt like
everybody was
such.
choking
But
for the
I felt
die.
like a dud after. I felt like a dud. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? But that wasn't for even social media at that point. That was just like, let's just try this shit. But I felt like a dud after for sure. I was like, never a fucking again.
What was the one that people was doing where they was messing their lips up and freaking out? They was doing something with like they would put something on their mouth and their damn lips would get real damn big. Then they would scan the hell out themselves because they shit
Or
wasn't
like a
going down.
bottle cap or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like something like that. Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell wrong with people, man. This is my type of dude right here, though. This is my guy. He sometimes, bro, you just gotta have that swag and that confidence to say what you gotta say. Shout out my boy.
I like girls. Find me some bitches.
Oh, fuck the shit.
boy, you
You
better
want
back
your
it
ass?
up.
I like girls. Find me some bitches.
Oh, fuck the shit.
That's my guy. I don't support any kind of harassment or any inappropriate. But the way he looks up and down when she talking about I like girls, find me some bitches, that nigga said, I hear you. Shit. I hear you.
Oh, fuck the shit.
Oh, shout out to my boy, man. That's my guy. I don't even know his name, but get him on the show immediately. That's my guy. All right, let's go, man. Let's go tonight. Oh yeah, the water bottle. Yeah, the water bottle shit.
Wait, I have a dud. I mean, not a dud, but a
A
dud.
bird.
I'm like a dud for
Who
the
you got?
week.
Who we got?
My dud of the week or bird of the week is the state of Louisiana and their response to Hurricane Katrina. I just want to give them a forever affinity dud. They like have cracked the code and they get an affinity dud for their response to it and just like all the bullshit that people had to suffer after the hurricane. I just watched that documentary and I was so like moved and pissed and all the things. And so, but I want to give them a dud and let it be clear that just pretty much 20 years later, like in a couple of weeks, will be the 20th year anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. And bitch, yeah, fuck them hoes for that, for real. That was
Well,
pretty. I don't even know the word. It was diabolical, inhumane, obviously, dystopian, all the things that you could imagine. American, really. But fuck that shit and fuck them hoes. That's my dud and bird of the week.
yeah, that was.
Did you just watch that new documentary on Hulu?
Mm-hmm.
I've wanted to start it, but I recently just started Scandal, and Scandal just got me back in the chokehold.
Mm-hmm.
But I am going to watch it this weekend because I've seen and heard a lot about it.
Yeah, that
No,
shit
it
was.
was very informative and fucked up to like, that is a crazy situation. I just remember living through that. And I remember watching the news daily. And mind you, I was in fifth grade. Like, so, but I was so tapped into that and just compelled by that story. And each day that shit was getting worse and worse and worse. Like, even though the hurricane had passed, like, the shit that followed was just horrific.
Yeah, it was bad. I had just graduated. And show my age, goddamn it. I had just graduated college, and I was back in Houston. Yeah, I just graduated college, and I was back in Houston. And so I was like, "Oh, whoa! What the hell's going on? What the hell?" Like, what
There
we
were a lot
doing?
of people was here too. I mean, they was coming here.
Yeah, everybody was coming to Houston. Yeah, so it was
Nah.
like
'Cause I know when
you
I
was
came to visit my dad, he was telling me like we was driving, all these like people was there. He's like, yeah, these all people from Hurricane Katrina coming. I was like, oh
yeah,
wow.
I
yeah.
know.
It was like they was coming to the schools, and then we were. It was all like the George R. Brown was packed for like months. The stadiums, I think it was at the time. I think it was in the Astrodome. I think they was going to. I think because it was still kind of usable. So it was a thing. it was intense.
In
I ain't gonna lie.
retrospect, I was just telling Tamara, in retrospect, I wish, like, I would have been in, like, my neighborhood and everyone. I wish San Antonio would have been, like, more receptive. I know it was kind of like we were guarded and, like, hold the fuck up. But, like, not knowing what those people had just gone through. And, like, I wish we could have just been more genuine, like caring, versus disingenuous and like a little like territorial and shit like that. But mind you, I was in 5th grade. But in retrospect, those are my thoughts. Like, damn, if only I could have like been more present and like helped.
And I think it started. Well, all right, let me put my hater hat on. There we go. Make sure it fit. I think it started off that way. I genuinely do. I know a lot of people that were volunteering, time, effort, money, whatever. People were doing a lot of donations, and I personally know three dudes that had physical altercations with cats from New Orleans. When they came to the H, man, it was like another hurricane. It was because they swooped in, like you said, they swooped in. They ain't have nothing, so they try to get it out the mud, literally. You know what I'm saying? And it was shit. Cause we always, Houston and Louisiana, Texas, Louisiana, we always mess with each other anyway. You know what I'm saying? We always going back and forth. We're going to the casino over there. They shooting over. So we always had love. We got a lot of relatives over there, but they came over with nothing. You know what I'm saying? And so it got
and having gone through like a week's worth of like crazy shit.
Yeah, it was I don't want to relive those days. It was a lot of shit going on in the city at that time. I ain't gonna lie, I was down. It was turned the fuck up. I ain't gonna lie. The city got turned the fuck up for a minute because because we was like, yo, we trying to help out. And then it was like, oh, hold on, niggas is jacking, and whoa, hold on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was
they were in survival mode 100%.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Like, that's why I think that documentary did a really good job. I know some people were like anti the documentary and like, I'll just listen to people on TikTok. But that documentary did a really good job in like breaking down the timeline and the role that the media played and like the perspective of the people of the city of New Orleans, and like they were just in survival mode 100%. Like, and I don't even think we've ever gone to that place. Like, I know I've never been in a space where I had to like be in that mental space, and like that is gonna bring out a different version of you. Period. When it's like do or die and it's survival of the fittest, and like that changes everything. On top of seeing people just that murdered right in your face and all types of shit. So yeah, I didn't recognize that as a 5th grader, but in retrospect, I'm like, holy cow! Like it makes sense why they were like a little bit more on edge, or like how they was feeling.
Yeah, it was it was crazy. Like I said, I had just got out of school. I was like, whoa, what the, it was crazy times. It was very difficult for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously for them, and then the place is coming in. But yeah, it was everybody got through it though. But yeah, I'm with you though. Sure. That's a forever bird. That's a 20-year in the making bird. Sure. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you. LT. It took time for that integration to fully happen. Everybody eventually was like, all right, dog, this shit is dumb. You know what I'm saying? And so, that took place. But shit, while we talking about anniversaries on stuff, here we go. We got the anniversary. What are we calling this? That happened. Let's just play it. I forgot. I don't know what the official name is, but what a day. The hat goes up. Oh, he caught one. Okay, let's go. When them brothers hit that water and start coming, look, let me stop it real quick. Because see, this is the part I hate, because a lot of our white counterparts are like, oh man, y'all are celebrating violence right now. This video now has been on for a minute. Almost 30 seconds, and it's four adult white males on one. What is he? 50, 60-year-old black man.
Right.
For 30 seconds to a minute, it's four of them on one. So the bros came to even the score up down there. Where was that? What was this at, in Alabama?
Yeah, this was somewhere in Alabama.
Yeah, the
I wish I was there, to be honest. I really do wish I was there. Y'all didn't see me just throwing them hoes, but I'm from the shoulders, so you would have just seen both. It's like, I'm not doing none of that grabbing. And plus, I'm gonna get up out of that grab and come back from the shoulders. Boop, boop, boop. And I wish I could have been in there to like throw a couple bows.
Bruh, you feel me? Here we go. Look, first brother came down. He came down. He can't try to be peacemaker. He ain't even come down. He trying to be peacemaker. If you see the first brother, he trying to get people off of him. When they saw the young bull hit the water and start swimming,
his ass up now.
You know what? Let me stop one more time. I'm gonna give one last commentary. This is a cautionary tale because black folks, our nature is to be forgiving, kind. That's just who we are. So the first few bros you see show up, they actually trying to break stuff up. And y'all kept on. So now when the next wave come through, ain't no more of this talking now. We're done with the talking now.
Get up there, young boy. Get up there, young buck. Get up there, young buck. Shit, they throw his ass up.
Now they want to just go get back on the boat. No.
Look out.
Hold on.
Yeah.
They thought they were going to get back on their boat and ride out.
Woo! Woo!
The YN showed
They
up.
scared. Look at them. They scared. Woo! Beat their ass. Woo!
Yeah, see?
Oh, my God.
Ain't so fun when the rabbit got the gun. There you go. Ain't so fun. 1 year anniversary. Was it today? Was it yesterday, right? The 1 year anniversary?
I think it was yesterday.
Yeah. The 1 year.
For real, I'm so proud of them. I'm like, I make it look good, but I'm really on that. For real. There will be no talk. I'm like on that, like there's no tomorrow, for real. So I'm just proud of them.
Yeah. Yeah. All we needed was, I wish we had that Jet 2 holiday sample for to
At
play
that time.
Yeah. You on mute, Torin?
I'm going to add that sound to it.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That damn sound makes everything funnier. That little Jet 2 holiday.
It's always the craziest shit going on.
No, and I was gonna say like if we should add the bird, but I was like, do we give birds to children? Because that little girl.
Oh, the little niggas at the store.
Yeah, the little white girl at the mall who went up the escalator. You didn't see that?
Yeah, I did see that, but I would say the birds was the ones that snitched on her.
What did she
All
do?
there was birds in that situation. Shit, let me see if I can find it.
He was a baddie.
I thought you were talking about the 3 little black boys.
I mean, shit, them too.
These little 3 little boy. Listen, they mama better get a hold of them. They was like, open this door up now.
Right. And I've seen the TikTok of the sister, and she was trying to just say that the boys we got money. We ain't got to like what do you mean you got money? You stealing? He like, we wasn't stealing food. We were stealing snacks and toys. Snacks are food, baby. Like, come on. And then because people will say like the boy in the green robe, he was definitely got some sugar in his tank. And so, like,
hold on, time out. Who's saying that?
People were saying that. I mean, I don't like to put labels onto people, but
why are we even sexual? Okay, go ahead.
No, I agree with you, but yeah. I mean,
the kid's like 9 years old.
You don't tell your parents. I mean, my parents be like, I already knew when you was a kid, like, but it wasn't nothing,
I didn't even pay attention to it, so maybe I just,
But in one of the videos, the sister like telling the brother like, and tell them what you like. He like, I like girls. It was giving force. Like, it's like that's kind of sad to me because like, it's clear that he might be that way.
Yeah,
but like, don't be just trying like to force him just to be saying that shit. But here go the. I did.
I had them little Negroes. I was gonna play them little Negroes.
No, yeah, play it.
You got like 10 seconds to open up this door. I swear to God, I'll break this up. 10. Open that fucking door. I'll call my mom. Call my mom. Bitch, I been knew how to count, ho.
All right, that's the new. I ain't gonna put these little kids. He said, bitch, I been knew how to count, ho. So what they trying to say? He too sassy? What they trying to say?
Yeah, they were saying he was sassy, he's sweet. But I mean, like all 3 of them was a little sassy. Or maybe
all 3 of them need a good ass whooping. I'm gonna be honest with you.
They do, but they not gonna get it.
All 3 of them needs a good ass
whooping. They not gonna get it. That's the unfortunate part.
Going to them folks store. Okay, let's go here. Let's look at the escalator, then we'll get to would you date yourself. Can I add this? Hold on, Torin. Give me a second. There we go. So what happens? Tell me what happens on the what's going on?
Well, this is like it's like the fourth
you
thing.
can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
So you see the little girl. This is like the whole video before like the viral part went off. But like, I don't know what's happening. Apparently, they escaping the. Let me blow it up. They escaping the security.
Oh.
I guess some words is happening. Little girl go down. They say something. The little girl go back up. And then you see her just like snatch. She yaga. And they push it out. She just go back down the escalator unbothered. Like, what is happening?
Wow.
Look at her. And
oh, yeah, this little girl with the
They
shit.
stopped that. She thought she was going to cruise on down.
No,
They said, hit the button on this news.
You know, the people is just saying, like, give her baddie chain.
Right.
Right. She with all that. She was going to ride down like this. Like.
Right.
No, yeah. I just got to shit. She went back up on that hoe.
Yeah, she was going to ride it out.
Yaga.
She put the hood down, like, don't even put this on me. I want y'all to see as I walk down.
No, she went back up that hoe. Said, what y'all saying? Yeah, bitch, I didn't know how to count.
Right. Snatched her by her shit. That is funny. And was chilling. They hit that button on it. Shout out to her because she didn't skip a step. They hit the button. She just went down. Let me get down these stairs. Stop playing with y'all.
No, yeah, but that was pretty much it. It was almost another commotion, but
that's funny.
No, I'm like Joe Jackson when it comes to kids. Like,
goddamn.
I'm pretty much Joe Jackson. Like, kids need to stay in order and in line. Oh, like, be as free as you want, but once it becomes disrespectful and like lines crossed, that's when I'm on your head.
No, that's a fact. Yeah, that's why I had to cut off the little boys because they start talking crazy. And then they got, like you said, I got the video where they with is that their mom or their sister that they with when they doing like a live? We got money. We got money. Y'all ain't got no goddamn money.
No, that was their sister because everybody was saying like, I bet their mom is in the car waiting for them.
That's fucked up.
But they was saying like their mama didn't know about it. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Which I believe because I mean I done seen like some kids running from the Kroger at my house, like stealing, like running all the way to their house from over here, like, and it was crazy because you know I don't know if y'all Kroger, they be having like when you go in, like they be have like the chips and shit, sodas right there. I just seen them. I was leaving out and I just seen some kids just go in, they just snatched a whole bunch of shit, just ran out it just was running. I'm like, oh my god, that just see this motherfucker grab and go, just these niggas was hitting it, and they was. I seen them stop and just laugh. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. But go off though.
That's insane. But all right, let's go, man. Everybody tap in, jump into the chat.
Let's play the other bird, the basketball player.
Let's play it in a minute. Let's let's go back to him because that nigga's I got a 20-minute rant for that nigga. Because that nigga,
man. How did he survive to this week? Let him just die.
That nigga's nasty, but okay. Would you? I remember when this question first started, bubbling, some years back in social media circles of would you date yourself? And it's always an interesting question because I don't know where everybody is with their therapy, if they've gone to therapy or going to counseling, anything like that. So a lot of times when people have been in like long-term relationships, or even if you got out of a relationship that was like a traumatic breakup, a lot of therapy will advise you to maybe you should have some time to yourself, and they say date yourself, right? Just take self-care, do some stuff on your own, get to know you again, right? And then it started, this whole thing on the internet, like I said, some years back, would you date yourself? And I remember thinking about it because at first I would hear it, I'd be like, yeah, just laugh it off. And then I started really thinking about it. And so I don't know how y'all feel. I'll just go first with this. I approach this in stage, kind of like a sporting event, like a sports game, right? Like it's for me, I don't do it wouldn't be a full 4 quarters, but it would be broken up into thirds. So there's the 20-year-old me. I was a pretty good guy. I ain't gonna lie. Nice guy. Give you the shirt off my back. Do anything for you. You know what I'm saying? I was a nice dude. I wasn't a sucker for love type dude. I wasn't, on that. But I was always a super nice dude. I tell on the show all the time. To this day, I've never technically broken up with any girl. I've never said the words, I don't want to be with you no more. It was just always kind of like, yeah, we kind of both understood this shit ran its course and we're just never going to talk to each other. You're just never going to call. If you call me though, I'll say what's up, but yeah, we get. So like the 20-year-old me, I think was a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Out of my 20s, I'm now very tolerant. I'm more tolerant than I was even then. So I think I'm a good person now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would date this version of me as well. Here's what's going to surprise people. There's a version of me that I would not advise anybody to date. Now, it's possible that version may never exist, right? So the version I'm talking about is, knock on wood, if for some reason me and my wife were to split up and not be together anymore, I promise you, nobody would want to date that version of me because every ounce of compassion, of patience, all of that I've poured into this for the last decade plus that we've been together, and over 2 decades that we've known each other. Trust me, moving forward, if that was to somehow falter, yeah, you don't want to date that because that guy would be very, very short with any bullshit. Anything that's perceived as kind of some funny style shit, I'd be cool on it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk to you, Tori. I don't want to. Don't tell me, hey, no. I'm good. It's my program or no program at that point. So yeah, that older version of me, nah, I'm cool on that. Yeah, you need to be cool on that guy. Young risky though, man, good dude.
Yeah, right. He was not a good dude.
Good dude, young risky, good dude. Paid for dinners, open doors, good dude.
You still do that, but for your wife and kids. So
agreed. And I'm telling you though, like if
that
something
make
was
you good, nigga.
No, I'm saying if something was to happen. Oh yeah, I would stop all that. Yeah, we.
I mean, even if you do pay, I mean, it's men out here who do that, but still be cheating on their wives. Like that'll make you good.
No, I'm not saying that makes me quote unquote a good guy.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you just said it. I'm a good dude. I was
to be fair though, in 2025, you got dudes out here that's so heavy onto the 50-50 thing. They like, you can open your own goddamn door. Shit. What's wrong with your hands?
I mean, yeah, because I did just see this TikTok of this girl said she won his first date with this dude at the Dollar Theater, and the guy, he paid for his ticket and he looked at her to pay for hers. I was like, what? That is crazy.
I think that's fair. I don't know you yet. I don't know. Yeah.
No, like
we mutually agreed to go on a date. You can pay for your ticket.
That's crazy.
That's why I look at the like, would you date yourself? You know what I'm saying? Because I just know the person I would be post that. But again, I think the person I am now, I can be very patient about a lot of things. So I'm in a great space right now. I haven't think again, like the 20-year-old me, I thought was a really cool cat. You know what I'm saying? Like the 20-year-old, even the early 30-year-old me was, super chill, super cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all been around me now for a number of years. Not a lot of shit really bothers me now. Even less shit bothered me then. You know what I'm saying? Like I was never like really, oh man, what am I gonna do? I'd be like, I was getting fired from jobs, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? It'll be I can just go get another one. It's not that big of a deal, you know. So yeah, I think
and I just seen that this is popping in my head that it's a small percentage of people who actually like been fired from jobs. And I'm like, wow, I'm in that small percentage. Like, that's crazy.
Oh, yeah. I done been fired from a couple jobs. Yeah, they got me up out of there. It was on some bull. It was on some bull crap though. I got fired from one job. They talking about I'm not gonna say the specific company, but I was working for a rental car company. They accused me of stealing cars.
What?
Yeah, they accused me of having like this full-fledged car stealing ring all around the country. Like they had me as some mastermind. They had me as some mastermind because they were like, yeah, we got a lot of cars missing, and da 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 da. They like connected some dots to me somehow of like what the fuck you talking about? Now, granted, I had never stolen no cars, although statute of limitations ran out at this point. Although at the time, the rental car space that I used to work out was in downtown of this specific city. I won't say the city. I don't want to, but it was in downtown, and downtown was the popping area. So me and my manager had an agreement that if I could come and grab a car and hit the town with it downtown. I'm pulling up in, big body navigator. You know what I'm saying? Pulling up a big body navigator, homies hanging out the sunroof. We try to holler at something. You understand? Now, I didn't steal the car. I took the car back, but they accused me of being in like a whole goddamn ring all across the country. So anyway, would you date yourself, Lionel? Let's get back to this. Would you date yourself?
Of course.
There you go. Why? Why?
I'm just kidding.
I'm so
like.
First of all, like
this version or just like
which version are you?
Yeah, you're right.
Period. Regardless, any version. I'm like, if it's a younger version, then I would be younger and I would be just as with the shit as the younger version. So it's no problem. I don't mind. But at the end of the day, yes, of course. Like, why would not? Cheers. But I think that it would be a great experience. I think I'm extremely romantic and all the shit. Like, romantic and some more shit for real. So yeah, I would do it. And like intuitive and intellectual and just like the things that I would desire in a partner. I try to show up like that, honestly. And also, I love the fact that I'm super spontaneous. Like that's one of my favorite characters about myself. Is like, oh wow, you really with the shits. Like I could be sitting on the couch and be like, okay, let's just book a trip or something like random as fuck. Let's just go to this restaurant that's our favorite. Like people don't be like that. People be so like you can like predictable. Like you know how they come in, you know what they do, you know what they like. Same shit. And so I always appreciated that I was spontaneous as fuck. That's one of my favorite traits in a person. Like just with the shits and TTG. And like I've always been that way. So like I would love to date myself and be like, what are you coming up with tonight? Like what are we on? And like versus being that person, like I'm always playing that role. So I would love to date myself and also be able to watch documentaries with me and just talk to me about the documentaries that we're watching and like get into like the shit. It sounds like a great time.
But what about the notion that like opposites attract though? Like you know what I'm saying? Like that opposite energy.
I mean, I appreciate that in my actual reality, but I always wonder because I do be liking cancers, and I'm a cancer, so I'm like I wonder if like I would be good, but I'm also a water sign, so I'm elusive. Like I'm a person that's really elusive. So even if we're both on the same page, I don't see that going south. But I feel like when I said that, I just saw some shit going south in my head. You never know, like it could totally go south, but I don't see it going south. Like I feel like it would just be more understanding from my perspective. Like, no, I know exactly where you're coming from, like 100%.
Right.
Like, but I know that I appreciate like in my actual marriage having the other perspective. Now that's the challenge of it all. Right? Who wants to be challenged all the time? Who wants that challenge all the time?
Yeah.
Maybe I want somebody that's like, you know what, that's pretty wild, but I get it. Like be on that. Versus like, I don't know if this is a good idea. Like, come on, don't try to slow me down. Like let me do this, okay? So I don't know. I would like to see it for real. If I could date myself, I totally would. That would be. It sounds like a good time.
But see,
that's why I also realize in therapy that like my perspective can like be very. I don't know the word. Like very self-centered, I guess. Like I don't really be focused on negative shit in life. It's on in marriage therapy, like she asked, like on a scale of 1 to 10 about the situation, how did you feel and how did you feel? And I was like 10, and then Tara was like, not even close. So I was like, like what was so bad about this like thing? And so then that gave me perspective that maybe in my head I totally just be on a high or on a cloud nine. But like that might not be the reality for someone else. But maybe that's what I would need. Like, okay, we're both on 10. That's what I'm talking about. Like, okay, we're on the same page. So I'm like, I would be with that, honestly. To me, I always wanted a twin brother, if that helps too. Like I've always wanted since the beginning of time. But I know that if you have a twin, there's a good chance that they could be opposite, like they could be different from you.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of twins. Like I had, man, I had a few in my time in junior high and high school. I was cool with like a few sets of twins, both men and women, and it was always they were very very opposite, very very opposite.
It normally goes that way.
Yeah, like almost. I'm thinking about them now, almost extremely opposite. You know what I'm saying? Like, not all. I mean, I do know some twins that are similar a little bit, but yeah, it is like one is always because there's gonna be one that has to be a little bit more dominant. You know what I'm saying? Like a little bit more of a. I don't want to use necessarily alpha, but just a
No,
little
that
bit
makes
more.
sense. Like more
You know what I mean?
decisive and more of a
Yeah,
leader potentially, where the other one
right.
would be like, okay, you lead, I follow.
Yeah, because when they're kids, you know what I'm saying? It's always that one that's getting let's do this. You know what I'm saying? And then the other one, all right. You know what I'm saying? All right, just go
Yeah.
along with it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Now I appreciate that what you're saying though. I just think, y'all know me, I enjoy a good argument, and like the older I get, the more I enjoy it. And so that's what I'm saying. I know I would be hell moving forward. Cause like
That's what you need, so you can realize this is not the vibes.
like I don't mind like argument for me, that's just like sparring. Like if you're a boxer, that's just like I just practice. You just sparring a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Get some work in. Yeah, I mean, no big deal. You know what I'm saying? You got some headgear on. Yeah, pause. Ain't nobody really getting hurt. We just sparring. You know what I mean?
And I would rather preach to the choir all day. Like I would rather. I'm not here to argue with nobody. I literally hate it. So then I'll be getting flushed, and I'll be ready to throw a bow or two probably by the end of it. I'm scared. So I'm like,
I'm
literally, I'd rather just be on the same page 100%. That's the best case scenario. No argue, no conflict. Don't disagree, please. But that's
I'm
just my
so
perspective.
I'm so bad with the argument. I haven't gotten there with my youngest daughter yet, although she just turned 8, so we probably getting ready to turn the corner. But my oldest daughter will tell you though, that I would tell her all the time when she was, third, fourth, fifth grade, kind of getting a little older. Hey, listen, if I say something and you disagree with it, if you can articulate a good reason, then I'll listen to it. Because I just want her just to, work those muscles. Hey, if you saying you don't want to do that, okay, cool. Can you articulate why you think that you shouldn't have to do that, or why you think you have a better rationale? If you can articulate it, I'm here to listen to the argument. You dig? So I just enjoy arguing. I probably should have been a damn attorney or something. I really enjoy just like arguing with people. Like I'll take the opposite position just to be an asshole. Y'all know me. You know what I'm saying? Like I can agree with Torian can say some shit and I'll agree with it, but I'll be like, well, hold on, Torian. The other side of the coin would be this. So yeah. Let's go, Torian. Would you date yourself, Torian?
Sorry, I'm sending a good juicy text.
A good juicy text is crazy.
Yeah. I would date myself, honestly. Yeah, I would definitely date myself. I'm perfect.
Hilarious.
I wouldn't need like if I was talking to somebody like me, like it would just be good because they wouldn't be all up under me. I wouldn't be all up under them. Like we would be giving each other our space, necessary space. Because like Lord knows, like I don't need to be like up under somebody. Like, and I don't want that. Like, and some days I don't feel like talking. So like if they understood like how I am, then it would be like perfect. Like I wouldn't have to like feel bad or like overextend myself more than I like want to and desire to do or even have in me to do. It would just be perfect. I'm funny, like I'm kind, I'm sweet.
A little bit.
I have friends like when we play games, like and it'd be like the little questions like out of like everybody in this room, like who would you like date? And everybody be choosing me, So I'm like, yes, I'm definitely.
What type of games are y'all playing? What type of game is that?
It was.
Who out of everybody in this room?
I think we're not strangers. I think we're not really strangers. And it was like.
That's a game designed for conflict. It sounds like.
No, it was not. It was just to see like.
What do you
Remember
mean? We
that
got a
game?
room
Do you
full of
remember
our
that game that
friends
we
out of
played?
this room. Who would you date? That's
No,
so
remember
crazy.
that game that we played when Tierra got pissed and she bit the card?
I think that was the game.
That was
See, there you go. That's my point.
No,
See?
that was Stir the Pot. That was Stir the
Oh
Pot.
yeah, that was started.
That was Stir the
Okay, I
Pot.
was just like that game.
I think I still have that card. Like, cause I'm a memorabilia kind of guy. Like, I keep all the things.
Why
that
was
matter.
Tierra mad? This is funny now. Why was
I don't
Tierra
remember the
upset?
card.
I don't know, but I do
remember.
have a picture of her holding the car like
Yeah.
after this rip. I'm like, girl,
Man, that was
you gotta stop
hilarious.
motherfucking
And that
game.
was like my introduction. I was probably just knew her for like a couple weeks at that point. I was just like, oh my God. So I was like, okay, this is my kind of group right here.
Hilarious.
No, for real. But yeah, I'm not too much. You know, I'm raw, but you know, I know how to fry my chicken hard the first time. I don't got to do 2 times.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, especially me now, like I'm in a place of like healing and like leveling up. So like this would be perfect. And I'm not judgmental at all. Like I feel like that's really a core that you need with like a partner, like somebody who's not judging you, like who is very understanding. I am very understanding. Like sometimes they be too understanding. It's like like Torian now, like you being too understanding now. I'm like, really? Am I? They like, yes, you just cut that nigga out. Like, okay. So yeah, like I would date myself because I like what I give out. You know, not respected. Even though it's some aspects that I see in me and others, and I'm like, ooh, like I am like kind of a bad texter, but I was talking to somebody, and they was a bad texter, but they was like even worse. I'm like,
what you mean by a bad texter?
Like text, like when we're communicating through text, like
I know, but what you mean? You saying like you're bad? I don't get what you mean. You say you're bad, like
don't
you
respond,
don't text back. Okay, got you.
Don't respond in a timely manner. Maybe don't respond at all. Slow to respond. You know, like it's some kind of urgent. They take forever. Yeah. And yeah, somebody who I was talking to was just so bad at it. And I was like, wow. It made me tighten up on my own shit. Like, okay, this is how I make other people feel. Like, okay, this is not good. Like, let me get better at communicating and work on those things. And see, that's a great aspect. Like, how I just took that and like, okay, other people don't do that shit. Roy wouldn't do that. Like, Roy was like, this is who I am. I'm setting my ways. Like,
I'm
like,
40 now. I'm 42 years old. I ain't doing all this.
That's a big thing. Like finding somebody who is not like one of those people who like to excuse themselves or their bad qualities as like this is just who I am. Like I'm just they say in their way.
I'm not changing. Yeah, I'm not changing no more.
You will learn and move, elevate.
This is what I'm telling you. Me and my wife right now. This is my final stage. I'm not. It's no more changing after this. This is it. Ain't
You're
no
gonna
more
change naturally.
No, this is it.
Right, you got change coming.
I'm gonna double and triple down on who this guy is right now. We're not moving on from this. This is it.
You say that now, then watch. You gonna be a whole different person when you got grandkids.
No, I mean,
there
look,
you are.
Nah, I mean, I'm already like my wife knows like anything with kids, even on this show, anything with kids. Like my wife, if it's something on TV where like something's happening to a kid, like with kids, I'm very like, yeah, like don't show me nothing happen bad to kids. I don't want to watch no shows about it, no movies about it. Like I'm very protective of kids. So like, yeah, that's not gonna. If I get older, that's just gonna be the same thing. Like I'm always gonna be like very. I love little kids. You know what I'm saying? Like kids, I'm very protective. So yeah, like me, like Granddaddy Risky. Yeah, I'm gonna be on the same type of time. Man, I ain't seen this name in here in a long time. What up, Yas?
Yeah, that's my girl. Yes.
You got too excited there, Torian. Relax.
That's my girl.
Well, where's she been at?
Friends from back home, Milwaukee. She let me stay with her when I was visiting.
When y'all sound like you was broke.
Nigga, no. I mean, yes, but nigga, no. Nigga, who goes back home and pays to stay in a hotel? Like, no, nigga, I'm gonna go stay with some friends.
Nigga, shit. Get your
I'm gonna stay with some friends, and I did stay with her.
There you go. In Milwaukee, Milwaukee. Listen, Milwaukee is a weird city.
Now we weird. You was saying we was good.
Nah, Milwaukee's a weird place because Milwaukee got some of the most infamous hostros in the country.
No, and I'm like, when y'all be talking about what's the little hostro here?
This and that.
Yeah, this and that. I'm like, that was like one of our streets. Like, you could find them hoes on.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
You could find them on Lucky Street. It was like so many streets. Like, you just.
It has to be cut again.
It was just crazy.
I be telling you, that's what I be saying all the time. Like, bro, Milwaukee is notorious for like the prostitution and the pimping out there. That's like one of like the big places. Oh damn, Yaz know what's up.
Yeah, there you go.
North Ave.
Oh,
damn.
Yeah. Liz. No, it was, yes, North Avenue is what I'm thinking about. Yes.
I'm telling you, that's one of the.
I'm like, Dad, what they doing out there? Like, don't worry about it. Like, oh, them houses.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that was the first thing that I knew about Milwaukee. My introduction to Milwaukee from my OGs was it was good pimping in Milwaukee. That's what they always did, man. It's good pimping in Milwaukee. I'm like, oh shit, okay. Damn, Milwaukee. I'm like, Milwaukee? Like, out of all places, Milwaukee. Yeah, niggas good pimping in Milwaukee. And then that's when I found out, because geography, that's when I started learning okay, let me figure out this geography. A lot of them niggas was transplants from Chicago running out there.
Yeah.
Running out there to Milwaukee. So, shout out to Milwaukee. So, I definitely, nobody in Milwaukee should date themselves. It's a lot of bullshit out there, Torrance. I just feel like saying that you would date yourself, I feel like that's too easy though. Like, because there has to be aspects of yourself that you like. I can acknowledge that there are aspects of myself that would be difficult to deal with. That's why, like, me and my wife are so opposite. Like, my wife is a super introvert. Like, she doesn't like crowds, doesn't like being around a lot of people. She, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like for me, somebody that's like, when there's a crowd around, I feel like, okay, it's time to turn up. Let's go. But like, I can also be like very, very quiet when I'm like at the crib. You know what I'm saying? I can be like, not say anything for days and I'm fine. No, but if there's a bunch of people around, I'm ready to turn up.
No, that's me. I think that's perfect. Like, because it's sometimes like I don't like when people don't know how to be quiet. Like, it's just like, dude, like sometimes we're riding with my dad. He just got to talk the whole ride. I'm like, bro, we don't have to talk this whole ride. Like, just vibe. Like, just let's listen to the music. Let's just vibe. You know, like, and it's just like it didn't come to a point where it's like, nigga, you just talking just to be talking. Like, and now I'm getting mad. Now I get irritated. It's like you didn't have to tell me this story. Like, you just saying shit just to say it. That's I hate that shit.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Tor. Maybe it's some old nigga stuff. I'm a car talker. If we in the car, I'm not turning that music on. We finna talk, goddammit, in this car.
Crazy, because I'm like, dude.
No, we finna talk. Especially if we got a long ride, we finna talk. Ain't gonna be no. We taking a road trip. We just listening to NBA YoungBoy. No, we finna talk, goddammit. We finna talk about politics, religion, what's going on in the world. We finna talk, goddammit. Let's get my sister in here. What up, Nay?
Hey, No Strings Day.
Welcome to the show. Yes.
Mama, I made it. Every time I see Naomi come up on here with all the gold on, I'm always thinking, damn, Naomi was supposed to give me some, make me a couple chains and some shit. And I ain't never materialized, so.
You got to hit me up and let me know what you want.
I mean, what you want? I told you, I'm an old nigga. I told you I want a herringbone. I told you.
And I told you I can't do a herringbone that large.
That's cap. You never told me that.
Yes, she did. She said.
Where was I at when she said it?
Right here.
Where was I at?
Fully inebriated.
Yeah.
Where were you?
As always.
Too many beers.
Too many vodkas.
Is anybody concerned about their health?
my Gabby be saying that shit now to me all the time. She be like playing that little TikTok. Is anybody get the That's funny.
No, because for real though, some of you she be reposting like it'd be like, no, do you care about your health? Like, why
Yeah,
are
she
you
showed me that
eating
woman
a
stuff. That's
fucking
funny.
candy Chipotle burrito with cheese and sour cream and all that shit on there? Like, what?
Hey, this is America. Do what you do, man. You got the right to do that.
And that's why I had the right to ask. Does anybody care about their health? Like, is anybody concerned? Like, what's going on?
No, people do not prioritize their health because one, they probably don't even have health insurance. They only, some people's on an emergency only basis. Like if it's not broke, then bitch, what am I thinking about it for?
It's me. I'm trying to get.
So they're like, okay, if it's an emergency, I'll run to the emergency room real quick. They'll bill me, and then I'll just get out of there. Nobody is even, thinking like, okay, let me make sure my mind is right, my back is not too big, my heart is beating at the right
My
rate.
back is not
Nobody's
too
concerned with heart rate, their heart rate beating at the right pace because heart rate is the number one killer in America above all things. But that's for a reason. If people had more access to healthcare, not to be like this person. I feel like my sister always be saying, "You be lecturing all the time." I'm like, I'm not lecturing. This is just the reality. Hello.
You ain't lied. No,
Right? Shut up. So that's why I'm like, you know what? See, that's why I would date
They
me
said
because
Big Brother. No,
I
you
would
should.
just, I would listen to me and be like, oh, you care. You clearly care about humanity. And you
no,
trying to
you
just get
won't
them.
lie though.
You trying to get them what you can. And, you know,
That's
Torian don't give a
great.
fuck. Torian is just going after a meme. He don't even care about your health, Roy. He's just quoting a meme. Brothers do not care. Trust me.
You quoted a meme.
He's like, oh, this is the perfect moment to use my meme. I've been waiting to use this moment.
Hey, just because your reference come up don't mean I don't care. Like,
No, you can drop right now, pass out. He'll like, well, I got work in the morning. Let me get ready for bed.
I'll pull out my phone and record.
Oh.
And like, are you okay? Are you okay?
Oh me, I'm getting up there now. I'm getting close to that prostate age.
I mean, you've been there. What you talking about?
Hilarious.
You've been there.
Are you taking
Hilarious.
are you taking vitamins and stuff?
Yeah, I started taking vitamins like 5 years ago. I
Okay,
started
good.
taking a bunch of essential a bunch of vitamins.
Yeah.
I'm on my essential oil shit as well.
Are you Lionel?
Yeah.
See, I've been trying to, and I really do. I just seen like this TikTok, which is crazy because how we getting about health now? But I guess we need to talk about this. Like Spirit said, let's talk about it.
Yes.
It was about like how like at this age of like 30 now, like how
Old ass nigga.
I want to eat like when I eat breakfast, like fruit has to be involved in it, and when I eat dinner, like it has to be.
I had a joke there, but go ahead.
And veggies have to be like a part of it. And I was like, damn, you know what? I do need to be more mindful of that. Although I always kind of do, but not with dinner. Like usually when I have breakfast, like I do have like some fresh fruit with me,
Yeah.
But really with dinner, like some days, like even like those late dinners where like I really don't have like no vegetables in that hoe. Besides like if I go somewhere and get a burgers, I got a tomato, lettuce and shit. But
that helps, believe it or not.
No, yeah, but like sometimes like even like the last like 2 days, it was just because like I got off for work late and then I do my run and my walking and my yoga, and I don't be done till like 10 o'clock. And I'm like, okay, I just got to put something in my belly, and usually like vegetables not included into that shit.
Yeah,
but then I was like, kinda, because I'll be eating French fries. So hey, a win is a win. A win is a win.
Time out, nigga. Whoa, time out. Nigga, you just negated all that work you did.
Mm-hmm.
But it was only fries and a sausage that I ate.
Nigga.
I know, but that's why I was like, you know what? Like my friend had posted,
insane.
sweet potatoes, and I'm like, damn, I was fucking with sweet potatoes heavily, and I started making some sweet potatoes tonight. And that's why I had to get off the camera because I forgot I had them hoes in the oven, so I think I might have burnt them hoes.
But burn the sweet potatoes.
Hopefully they're just sweeter. But my body is not. My body is not just like I don't even like cooking my vegetables because I feel like that just takes the nutrients out. So I'm like really a smoothie or a juicer kind of guy. Or as of late, like salad down because salad and soup is how I like sneak those veggies I don't like in. Or a
No,
smoothie, like you, because I don't have to think about it. Like versus sitting there and having a plate of carrots on the stuff. That's disgusting for me. So
yeah.
I'll just like I'll throw them in my juicer and have them with some other
See,
shit.
so maybe this is an older thing because the older I get, the more I like old nigga stuff. So like I like if I eat ice cream, it's gonna be some butter pecan.
Yeah, that's the old
Um,
nigga ice
I
cream.
still
Like,
haven't tried butter pecan. Like I've been wanting to
You
try that.
never
since the
tried
fall.
it. I
I
don't
know
really
when
like
I was
nuts, so
younger, I
I
didn't like
fuck
it.
with it, but it's the
it's
pecan
not bad,
I don't like.
but
oh,
it's something
I
about
hated
older
that
black
shit when
men
I
that
was
just
little.
they just go crazy for it.
I love it now. I don't. It's a gene that kicked in. It's a nigga chip or
It's
something
like
that
the only
kicked
way
in.
y'all's bodies can get pecans at this point. So it's like,
Oh
No,
man,
maybe you went through enough shit. Because I always say, like, when it comes to liking beer, I think you have to go through enough shit to be. Because there was a time I would not ever fuck with no beer, and then obviously I went through enough shit. I hit that level to where it's like,
you like,
I
give me a
can drink
beer,
beer
pass me a cold one.
no, fact. And I feel like I've seen other people also been in that stage where it's like, nah, fuck that beer. And then at some point it's like, you know what? I can actually drink a beer now. So maybe it's the
yes,
same for butter pecan ice cream. Like you hit a certain level and it's just like,
man. I did not like that my entire life, and now I'm like that butter pecan is the. And it's the same thing with vegetables. Like whatever vegetable you put on my plate now, I'm like, man, that's good. Like I don't
Yeah,
care what it is. It's like all vegetables taste good now. All of a sudden, like I hated vegetables. Like everybody did when they was young, and then in my teens, early 20s, stuff like all through my 20s, it's like whatever. Now I'm like, oh, whatever you put on there is good, man. Whatever, I don't care what it is. You know what I'm saying?
but you
Some
know
squash.
that taste buds change every 7 years, like, and that's so true.
Yeah, like I'm like super cool on like all that now. Like I don't
What
even
other
trip. Like
things
whatever you doing.
change it too? Because it was one time at my friend's wedding reception. I had never liked olives before. But this night I just loved olives. And I think it was the liquor. I think it was just the liquor. Because like I was fucking up them olives at the bar. It's the open bar. So I'm like, hey, we need some more olives out here. Like I was like, and I'm talking to my best friend, like, bro, I never liked this shit. Like, I never liked this. She like, yes, like what? I was fucking them hoes up. And I just tried one the other day. I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck?
it
So I
See,
probably
I
love
was
love
that.
olives. Again, I love olives. I'll eat the shit out of some
And
olives.
I'm still kind of, because they were so good at that point. Because I'm like, wow, like I love this saltiness stuff. And like, but I tried it the other day and it was just like, nah.
EG said I wouldn't date myself to be okay. So we're gonna get to Naomi real quick, but let us know in the comments why wouldn't you date yourself? Let's go,
And
man. We
then
need to talk about
question number
ours.
2 to SG: are you dating anybody right now?
Okay, there you go. Would
that
you?
is
Okay, so here's the
yeah.
question, Naomi.
Hey Nisi.
Get her out of here. She's not here.
Would you date yourself, Naomi? And like at what stage? Put it like this: what stage, right? Like, would you date yourself? Is it like throughout, or is it like maybe in your 20s, your teens, now? Like,
I would say I would date myself. I feel like I'm a pretty good girlfriend. I feel like I would only date myself if I'm like if like I was fucking with me on a certain level, right? Like to where it's like I'm committed and actually engaged in dating, not something where it's kind of like I'm just fucking around with you. Like maybe would I want to just like fuck around with a nigga like me? I don't know about that. But sure, if it was
right.
like some genuine, like some feelings, I think I'm a good catch. Do I have my things? For sure. Especially when I was younger. Because I would say like when it would come to communication or like even that arguing shit, like I don't too much argue honestly with anybody still to this day. But even to that point, like where my boyfriend would want to like be on some shit, like I would literally just shut down, especially if I'm in the wrong. Like I'm not even finna say shit. Like what's that Future song? Like before I tell a lie, I won't tell you nothing. Like I'll just cut it off right there. So could it have been a little treacherous more so in my youth? Yeah, but I think the good outweighs the bad as far on me.
So you would have dated like the 22, 23, 24-year-old you.
I'm like, I literally have dated me. I like one of when I used to really think he would be one of like my forever niggas, but we're birthday twins. So literally I have dated me. Like we have the same exact birth chart except for our rising. Only our rising sign is different. We even have like experiences that lined up at the same time. Like I got kicked out of the same college that he ended up not going to because he got injured. He was supposed to be playing football for that same college. Like, so we literally ended up leaving the school at the same time, was living in Dallas at the same time. So I think
I remember this era.
Dated myself. Yeah.
At the same
that was my Dallas school. But
yeah. I'll be happy.
But now that I think about it, he was definitely, that was a whole mess.
That was a whole mess. Damn.
It was a whole mess. So maybe it wouldn't have been that easy, but I don't know. So maybe that's a good question. I'm gonna have to.
I just find it hard. Like everybody's decided. He said, "I have a hard time expressing emotions, and females are all about emotional connection, right?" So I respect honesty there.
You should just take that. It takes practice. So if you don't like have the experience being like able to express your emotions and feel like you got the space to, then like you would just have to practice that more and more. It's gonna be uncomfortable, but it's nothing that you can't do. Like, you just got to connect to that piece of like who you are, and like let it mean something. Like it, because even if you're not in a relationship,
Jet 2 Holiday. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Even if you're not in a relationship,
like,
on
his Jet 2 Holiday shit. My bad. I'm sorry.
I always say speaking up for yourself. Like the way you feel, like is valid. So like having the couth to be able to like say, hey, this for the fuck I'm at with it. Here's what's on my mind about a thing. Like that's only looking out for yourself, and then it helps everybody else around you to understand.
Shay said that she would date herself. Why, Shay? What's the reason you? Because I think everybody feel like they would date themselves. Like I'm being honest. I wouldn't date the post 40-year-old version of me. I'm married now, so I'm like molded to my wife. But like if something was to happen, knock on wood, I'm not saying that's gonna happen. I wouldn't date like me move because I wouldn't be a very tolerant person to a lot of stuff. I would be very like fact of the matter, it got to be my way or the highway. So like I wouldn't date that version of me. Like a younger me, like the 20-year-old me, good guy, good dude, nice dude, real chill, nothing bothers me. Good dude. Y'all miss that guy. The 30-year-old me was married the whole time, so it was what it was. But like if something was to happen post that, y'all wouldn't. I already know. I said this earlier, Naomi, before you jumped on. I've poured so much into my wife in terms of like tolerance, patience. I don't got no more for nobody else. I promise you I don't. I wouldn't have no more patience.
That's what everybody could think until love come and tap that and open your ass up. So at the end of the day, never say never.
Nah, I'm saying never. I wouldn't date me post like if something I'm knocking on you. I'm not saying nothing's gonna ever happen. Nothing's gonna never happen. But if it did, don't you I ain't the person. I ain't that one.
I think I also have to recognize that I don't even date. So I don't even know if dating me is.
What you mean you don't date? What does that mean? You don't date?
I don't date.
Okay,
like I'm not one of those people that just be like dating. And even I probably had definitely over 100 date asks, and I've probably taken up like less than 10 for sure.
Oh damn! So Shay says
I'm like, when I know, I know. When I know, I know. I've been on too much.
This is the reason Shay said that she would date herself. I have ambition, passion, education, and I'm pretty. I'm very thoughtful and funny. I come from a good family that's close knit. Okay. That sounds good on paper, Shay.
What's the bad stuff?
Yeah, like there's got to be something, right? There's got to be something that you do. That's my thing. Like there got to be something. Like I know what my issue is. My issue is I can be a bit of an a-hole. Like I got 3 issues. I can name them for you right now. I'm not very emotional. I can be a bit of an a-hole just in general, and I like to argue. Like I know my issues. Like
I don't know how any of those things are like sustainable. Like none of those are like, okay, no, I mean I can look over that. Those are all like, hold the fuck up. For real.
I'm just saying that's just where I'm at. I know what it is for me, right?
No, the question for you is what's the tea? What's the good part? Not at this point.
Okay.
Like I'm like where I am right now, like with my
He's like,
wife.
I'm a provider.
No,
She's like, I got a job.
Pay the bills.
I'm getting
Like,
money,
damn,
so
nigga.
I mean, I do though.
He's like, I'll bring the table to the table. Okay.
No, I mean, you gotta understand everything in my house is woman. I have my wife, I have 2 daughters, we have a female cat, we have a turtle that's a girl. Like everything in my house is girls, you know what I'm saying? Is women. So I've had to become a bit more softer in terms of like my approach to things.
I was
Just
gonna
over
say
time.
that the universe is trying like to work. First of all, you can't play with the universe. That's why I'm like the universe is able to hear you say, like, I'm not gonna change, like da da da. And the universe is so much bigger and more powerful than you. It's gonna clock your T. Like that's not just gonna get pushed under the rug. And so
Agreed.
that's the reason you even end up in a house with nothing but women. That's not by chance. That's the universe already clocking your T before you even realize your T. And so that's gonna
Agreed.
happen again, especially when you say shit like, "Okay, yeah, I am not gonna change this." That. Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
Oh, really? Like interesting. It's gonna be like, okay, but so drop some shit on your head top where it's like, okay, damn, maybe I need to adjust this. But you're about to feel it. I feel like more than anybody because you have 2 young girls that are growing up, and like I think you like, how could you not change with that? Like they're gonna require so much out of you from this next stage of life more than when they were not as independent and not as who they were. Like
But I
now they're
think
becoming.
I just think that's different though, because like I can change for like my seeds for my girls, but like like, yeah, I'm not doing
Well,
that
do
for
you
you.
recognize that the mechanism that's making you change for your girls is love?
Of course.
Okay, so if you can recognize that love can exist in many different like ways outside of even just your children, I think that change is something that can happen. So
Yeah, but I think
I
the
feel like
difference is though,
we have seen like even instances of men being certain ways their whole entire life, and they can like be with a woman even in their older age and like be like, oh, this nigga's on some different shit now. Like, oh, this nigga's healing. Like, what the hell? What the hell?
listen, tell Shay,
What the
listen,
hell?
me and Shay finna get into it right now.
What the hell,
Because
Beyonce?
Shay said, I have a car, my own place, somewhat established in this point in my life as I've started my career and I've done well in it. She said the bad stuff is that I'm emotional. And she said laughing my ass off.
Yeah,
I
And
know that says a lot.
I have a high expectations for myself and my partner. There you go, right? So those 2 things right there, right? You're very emotional, first of all. What is that? When you say you're very emotional, see, now
Shay,
you're super emotional about
are you
everything
are
that
you doing
happens.
anything for like emotional regulation? Because it's okay to like to feel the emotions. I think that what especially black people like it's not like we just grow up having all the tools to express emotion. So like that's normal and natural to feel hella emotions. But I think the way that we regulate them is what's like important. And that's what I'm learning as we speak.
But I
Like
think
you
like
do you just
and
give
like
it
women
up
are
or do you just
naturally like more emotional, right? Right? By nature.
yeah, I mean I don't know if it's by nature or if it's by environment.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm fine with either one. I'm fine with either one. But typically women are listen, I was, I was raised by a Marine. So like the emotional part, I'm gonna apologize up front for you, right? Like that's what I've had to do for my wife. Like I gotta apologize up front. Like
But that's crazy. That's why I feel like you have
I
the
gotta
muscle.
apologize up
That's
front.
like
I'm not
you like
equipped.
you know how people on Twitter be like, "Hey, Grok or Grok, whatever, explain this to me in NBA terms." Like that's like being able to like come into a gym and saying like, "I'm trying out for this team. Like I want to play with y'all. I ain't got no jump shot. I'm apologizing up front. Like I ain't got no jump shot. I really don't have it.
Yes, but I
I
can get
really
to the cup. But I can
no.
get to the cup and like I can get
And
to the cup
nobody
and
we don't
dunk and do all that. I
But
think
it
I
just
can't
depends
shoot
on.
though.
But it depends on what team you playing for. Because at the end of the day, you're not
I
gonna be
gotta
a
be on a
two.
team where they need me to get to the cup then.
You're not gonna be a two and only be just trying to drive. Like we need you to be able to hit from the elbow. We need you to be able to hit from the corners. And
Nah,
so that's
I'm
what
not that
practice
guy.
is for. Like that's what practice is for. I'm not. That's the thing. Like you can't come into practice just practicing what you already know how to do and overlooking your weaknesses. You have to have your weakness at the forefront, so that way you can work
Yeah,
on it
but
and
like
get it to
there's
another
no
point.
to go along with your analogy though, there's no perfect player. So you're always gonna have a weakness. No matter what. You're always gonna
Yeah, but
have
you
a
should, and
something
that's
else.
as long as you're alive, you should always be working. Like
Yeah,
that's the
you can work
thing.
on it.
But when you work on it, then you wouldn't have to apologize up front. But when you apologize
Now
up
I'm
front,
apologize
what
up
that
front.
that says to me is like you like it is what it is, pretty much.
Right.
Yeah, I can't do the emotional. I'm just it's just not me. I'm sorry.
But you're alive, so it's that is you, and you don't have a choice really.
No,
You
I
just
got a
are
choice.
actually, you're actually sabotaging yourself and probably like those around you as well, because
No, I'm
that
not.
you have a choice. Because one thing I learned, like I was in therapy, of course, I learned, but like I'm working on vulnerability, but that was just in the name of like, okay, from my perspective, I was like, I need to be able to express like the things that I'm thinking and feeling versus like potentially have something happen and I just like don't say nothing and but turns out then it infects and affects the environment because now I'm like maybe I'm more short with you or now maybe I'm like or now I'm popping on you maybe you like hold on what's this about but like I wasn't being vulnerable and open with what the thing was originally but that's a two-sided coin because on the other side I feel like without that level of vulnerability and connection and emotional control then I can't even express true love the way that I should be able to for a
Or
person that I love,
maybe,
in this lifetime. So I have to be vulnerable is a two-sided way. So not only speaking up for myself, but also to be able to express fully the emotion that I have for a person versus just expecting them to know or expecting them to just be like, well, I did this or like actions to speak for. Like sometimes you need to be able to speak for yourself and how you feel.
but maybe I receive that, but maybe sometimes though, right? What you're emotional about doesn't get me emotional, right? Like
Right.
it's something different that would get me emotional, right?
100%.
And so maybe we just haven't seen the things yet that get me to that emotional space is what I'm saying. Are those my pants you have on?
But emotional is not like, it's not, as long as you can
That
feel,
says something about you, bro.
That's crazy.
as long as you
I'm
can
charging
like
my daughter up
arrive.
right now. I thought my daughter had on my some because my when you have like a high school age daughter, they'll just like grab your stuff and just like, oh, I'm just wearing this. Like, no, that's not how that works.
And see, look, you can't be possessive no more.
Well, I know this is crazy. And then goes Royce, come here, Royce.
Stop it.
You're not sleeping. Royce just told me she's okay. Peace.
They said we ain't fooling with you, Dad.
Yeah,
That's not the piece, bro.
I know. This is I love you.
In sign language.
Yeah. There you go. We throwing I love you up. See, that's what we do in our house. We throw I love you. That's what we throw up. There you go.
Aww. Roy, you are a good man.
That's what we
I
throw up.
can't say that with a straight.
It is. But no, I'm just saying though that like for me, it has to be something on the emotional. Like my wife, I understand that like she is very, very, very emotional about stuff. I just can't get to that level of emotion. I like I've tried. We've been together for a very long. I know I'm never gonna get to that level of emotion.
Yeah. And there's no comparison. You don't look to your left and to your right. You always look up and down with all things. So
Yes, but
it's a matter of being able to say, for myself, am I in a healthy space with my emotions and being able to say, hey, here's where I'm at and here's how I'm feeling about a thing. Or like that's the thing, having a healthy emotional regulating system.
but
And
that's
that it
what I'm
looks
saying.
different for everybody. Some people, like I know some people cry like at the drop of a dime. Like it takes a
Right.
lot more for me to cry, but it takes more for me to cry because I have to heal that and work on that. But that's literally based on having so many
See,
situations where I was told do not. I was told in so many situations like, hey, don't cry about this, or I had to just see some crazy shit and then get ready for the next thing. So like
but see,
that's
I just look at it
hardened
differently
a
though, right?
person.
Like
Yeah.
I think me and you, like let's just take it to cry. I just think we're looking at it from the difference. Like you're looking at it from one side of the coin, and I'm on the other side of the coin. Like I don't have a problem with like not crying. Like I don't look at it as, it's anything negative. It's just, I was able to deal with it and I'm good. Like I don't necessarily have to cry, right? Like if you
Right.
cry, that's fine. I'm not
Right.
gonna be like, this nigga crying, right? But I'm just saying, like, if I don't have to do like it just because like this wasn't something that brought up that emotion in me. That's that's fine. Like,
no, we're saying the same thing. I agree. People, I
agreed.
use that as an example because some people do cry, and that helps them to regulate their emotion, and
Right,
that's
right,
great. That's a good thing for them. But I'm saying, that just because it doesn't look like that for you, what's important is to be able to recognize: am I having a healthy relationship with my emotions as they pass through? Am I suppressing? Am I overlooking, or do I actually stop and address the things that make me feel away, and be able to communicate that if I need to, or to be able to set a boundary if I need to, be able to express love when I feel it and like show it. That's the thing because it does look different for some people are gonna buy a billion roses. Some people gonna just want to fuck you down, like have sex with you and they feel love. Like it does look different, but the thing is being able to respond to your emotion in the space that's healthy versus like overlooking them or like suppressing them or even just turning them into anger. Some people just channel certain emotions only into like one or two
right,
emotions
right, right,
as
right.
so that's the broader scope is being able to just recognize that there's an emotional being to you, just like there's a intellectual one, just like there's a lit one
Right.
that is okay with being outside and turning up and flipping the table if I need. But there's also one that's just like emotional, and that one's existent too.
But that's what I'm saying, and that's why I'm being very honest and saying I wouldn't date myself if somehow me and my wife were to split. I wouldn't date that person because I know how I would be, and that wouldn't be a person that you would necessarily want to date.
Okay, so what does that mean for you? Does that mean that there's changes that you need to make within yourself, or are you just gonna sit and be like, yeah, I'm undateable? Because whether you get out of your marriage on or not, your wife is the one who's dating you. Like, so she's still gonna have to put up with whatever issues you feel like you have.
No, so here's what I said at the beginning. So like for my wife, what I was saying is that like the reason I think I wouldn't date myself like moving forward, like if that was to end, is because I believe that like with my wife, I'm dumping all of my emotional stuff, all of my compassion, all of my patience. I'm dumping that all into her. I don't see myself being able to dump that into somebody else again. Like
Mhm.
I've been dumping this into her for almost 20 years. So I don't
So
like
that
it's a
means
lot
that
of
you
work.
already know how to do it.
No, I'm just saying it's a lot of work is what I'm saying. Like that's a ton of work.
Well, I
I don't want
mean,
to do that
if
work again.
yeah, and I guess if you just want to be alone, like if you were
Nah,
to
I
like
wouldn't be
give
alone. Nah,
a
trust me. I'm gonna
being,
get a little breezy. You know what I mean?
this
Boy.
nigga think he's gonna be so popping when he's wearing Depends. Like, who do you
Pop
think
this
you're gonna be
shit.
A little
subjecting
crazy, you know what I'm
to?
saying? A
Like,
Pop
little
this
crazy,
shit.
man. Get this check, yeah, man. No, I'm just saying though, like I just understand that like it wouldn't like I would when I say I wouldn't date me, it's because like I'm saying
you're fucked
I
up.
wouldn't be very tolerant of a lot of stuff. Like you would have to be 100% on my program, is what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, goddamn, Torian. I mean, we talked about Tracy Ellis Ross last week. She's 52 years old. Like, how much changing is she doing at this point in her life?
A lot.
How many more summers does she have? Let's just be clear. Let's just be trill. How many more good summers does she have? 15?
Who knows?
More than
Well, no, we
you.
no, no, no. We know, Lionel. Stop that.
I
It's
have
not an
no
infinite
idea.
amount of summers. She doesn't
She
have an
might not have
infinite
another
amount of
summer in
summers.
her. Who knows? She might not have another winter, but she could have
I
another
agree.
30.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like at best, what does she have? 15 good summers left?
That's crazy.
Boy, she's
That
52 years
is.
old.
Well,
Not
people live
all
much
black
longer
people
to
die
me.
young, boy.
People can be older than 77 years old.
No, no, no. When I'm saying good summers, I'm saying her being mobile, getting around, doing what she do, blah, blah, boom. She might have more summers, but maybe
Oh,
she
I
needs
see what you're saying.
assistance now.
Oh, okay.
That's all I'm saying. She might have more summers than 15, but now she need a little help.
But hey, good is subjective.
It is subjective. You right, but that's what I'm saying. Like I think that the older you get, you start realizing how much time is behind you and what's looking in front of you, right? And like
Time's moving slow. I ain't tripping though.
I
I
know
thought
Naomi
you
don't believe
had
in
to
time.
know.
I do, and
Time
I
moves
know at
slow.
this point my hourglass is technically upside down. At this point, it is what it is. I'm cool with it.
Isn't everyone's upside down?
No, yours is not up. Technically, yours is not upside down yet.
The time is ticking. The sand drops are dropping.
Yeah, it's not upside down though.
Then would it be dropping?
When does it drop upside down?
When you got less up top. What the hell? Oh,
I
no,
think he's trying to say that there's less sand on the
when it's less up top,
than
that's
on
when
the
the shit is fucked
Okay.
up.
because all
that's-
sand dials are flipped upside down to make it
Right. But I'm just talking about when like once you got less up top, yeah, it is what it is.
Maybe you're only 42, aren't you?
I'll be 43.
So like, what if you live to 90? That means that it's not more sand on the.
I know, and some people are probably thinking you're so young. There's people that think you're young, you know.
I mean, I feel
Because I
young.
always think about that. Like, because imagine thinking your life is over at 60. Here, my grandma is 85, and you got 25 more years to go. Like, I
don't think it's over. So my thing is, I don't think it's over. I just understand that like the older you get, that like there's going to be aspects.
I hate that you put that block on your life.
No,
because you know, at the end of the day, that's what you're gonna manifest into your reality.
I just live in reality, and I know that like
I mean, that's your reality, and if you
it is my reality, and my reality is that I've watched people that as they get to a certain point, right, they start needing assistance. I'm not knocking that. It's just like a point in life. Like there's a point in life where I'm going to start to shrink. It's nothing I can do. It's nothing none of y'all can do. All of y'all are going to start to shrink at some point in life. That's just life.
No, I take my vitamins.
I'm just going to die early. No, I'm playing.
Hilarious. Y'all niggas are crazy.
Yeah, there's nothing I could do. Watch this.
Right. I'm just saying that, like, if you live long enough, put it that way, that like everybody, you're gonna naturally start to shrink. It's just what happens.
Yeah.
Like,
well, when I shrink, I'll just be y'all size. No, I'm just kidding.
Hilarious, by the way, Tori.
That's very true.
Hilarious. But no, I'm just saying, like, I'm okay. Like, my thing is, like, I'm okay with it. That's all I'm saying. I'm okay. I'm not like saying like, oh, this I can't wait for this. That. No, I'm just saying, like, I'm okay with like I'm okay. Yeah, I'm good.
So your answer is you wouldn't date yourself.
Not the older version of myself. Nah, I don't think that's not going to be a good guy to try to date. That's a good guy to know, a good guy maybe to give some game from, but that ain't going to be a good guy to really date necessarily.
Yes, the answer is yes or no.
Okay, no.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's why I'm like, I always chalk up if it's like yes, but or anything besides yes. It's just
it's a no.
And that's all things. Anytime somebody is answering a yes or no question with some other shit, like yes, it's some more shit and some more shit. I'm like, okay, no. Like it's a no.
Like it's a no. If it's
right.
It's a
like,
no. For
yes,
me.
I would if aliens came down and I was abducted. If I woke up on Mars, I would do it. But it's like, okay, no. The answer is no.
Because look, I can see
the
like
answer is yes, but it's
I can see the older
answer
me.
Is no.
The older me will be sitting just like Naomi, rocking my grandkids and being cool. Like I'm cool with that. Like I'm not.
And look at that. Now you could do this at 30. You know what I'm saying?
Hilarious, by the way.
But if you showed up to your door and like, or somebody just like you and showed up at your door and you were interested in.
I'm with LT. Would you date them? LT said a lot of people realistically wouldn't. I'm telling you, like saying that you would date yourself, I feel like that's a luxury.
It is. It's a luxury to be a good person.
I'm popping.
Okay, so why didn't hold on, Torian? You such a good person. Why did your prior relationships not work?
No. What you saying?
I'm asking you. You saying you're such a good person. Why did shit not work?
Because niggas wasn't ready. I've been ready. These niggas ain't ready.
No, and that's something people always do.
Hold on, time out. You chose them, though. You chose them. They didn't. You chose to be in a relationship with them. So what did you ignore?
I didn't know nothing because I ain't never been in a relationship. So got you there.
Hilarious, by the way. Hilarious. I forgot. He's in Milwaukee. They do a lot of pimping in Milwaukee.
Yeah. But when it came down to it, I mean, and they wasn't ready. They had the shit going on. They wasn't healed enough. Of course I wasn't healed, but I mean, I wasn't the cause of our issues. They were the cause of our issues. Because I'm tolerable.
Thank you, LT. Thank you.
Not to me. They want a reflection to me.
No, fast, because that's what I feel like. Anytime somebody be in a relationship and they be or out of a relationship and start talking about like the person they chose, and it's like, and they were this and doing this and that and this, that. I'm like, but you literally had the energy to align exactly to that. Like there was something that
with it
in that allowed y'all to
teach them a lesson.
The same level, and I think
Not
that's
teaching them a lesson.
That's the energetics of life, of anything that comes up in your life. And that's why Roy's going to be shrinking when he's whatever age, because that's what he said for himself. He's speaking it over his life. He's not speaking health and wealth and like vitality over his life. He's literally
Roy.
Sounds good.
Curses. Like, so that's why I be telling my mom, like, you want to get mad over some profanity? I'm like, there are way worse curses people speak over themselves each and every day.
No.
Like those are the curses that I do not.
I acknowledge that like there are things forthcoming that I fully accept, and I'm gonna be fine with them when they get here. In the words of the great poet Sean Carter in the song "Forever Young," so when the director yells "cut," I'll be fine. I'm good. I'm good.
Dang, I don't think you've seen that, Naomi, because when I posted that about speaking negative things, finishing negative sentences.
I didn't
that
see
was a good video. I should pull it up so we could.
No, I got a video of you right here, Torian. This is Torian right here. He was on vacation. I got a video of.
Please don't. That's one thing about you. When you find a video that you love, you gonna loop the sample.
I got a video of Torian in the pool on vacation. Here we go. This is Torian right here. Hold on. Here we go.
Okay, that's not what I thought.
No, that's not. That's the wrong.
That's my shit. I got pulled up. Actually, I want to talk about that.
Hold on. We're not talking about that right now. Hold
on. Let's talk about it. Let's speak on it.
Here go Torian right here in the pool. Here we go, Torian.
No, that would never be me. That shit funny though. That's Lino. That's Lino. That's Lino, wrong person. Definitely Lino.
That is vacation mode me.
Right. See, that's Lino all the way.
That's just on vacation though.
Nigga came back up with some pool water.
Like, what did he
that nigga came back up with pool water. Nigga, if you don't get out of here.
That reminds me of a time on the boat when Tamara went to get a new drink and she was already lit and slipped from the second floor of the boat all the way down into the lake. But her drink was still above water and it never spilled. And I was like, Jesus Christ, that's amazing. But he wasn't even in that much of a predicament, but he fell.
Like he's just saying, like, damn, let me just go ahead and go back. I'm gonna go ahead and go
definitely,
back.
I could see that happening to myself for sure. Because I can swim too, so I would have easily been trying to let me swim. But then drinks just so like, what was he? Looks like he's having a ball. I've never been to like a swim up a bar. Like that's still on my list. Is to like stay at a resort with a swim up, or have I?
Like, but what was his thought process when he jumped in that water and thought he was just gonna swim back and provide?
There was no thought process. Yeah, he was with the vibes.
He was drunk.
Yeah,
there he was.
Drunk. Well, get your ass out that water if you drunk.
No, he should just walk, but he was trying to look cool for the video, like swim, and it was like, damn, fucked up.
Yeah, tell that nigga that ain't it. That ain't
it. Okay, can I play something?
Can I play something for y'all that may be a little uncomfortable? But this goes to the would you date yourself?
No.
Because this right here was very uncomfortable to watch. And I think the young lady needs to potentially maybe, figure out if this, because he was a little tipsy. Let me say this. Clearly he looked a little tipsy and maybe doing a little too much in public. People were saying people were painting him as like a predator. I don't think he was that necessarily. I think he was probably a little intoxicated and doing a little too much. I'm not excusing nothing, but here we go.
We keep this love in a photograph.
Not the song.
We make these
Look. Watch him.
I love that song.
I know. He's doing so much. Like, nigga, you trying to choke her and kiss her? Like, nigga, relax. She's like,
time is never frozen. That's a crazy song to use.
yeah, she's trying to pull her dress down. He's trying to pull her dress up. It's like a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? She's like, nigga, relax. Yeah.
And this was a wedding, or what was this?
I think this is a baby shower.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's giving baby shower with the rainbows.
Yeah, he's like slapping ass. He's doing a lot.
They have to zoom in on the rainbow to set the tone.
And then he's gonna choke her and kiss her. Yeah,
I think they're together though. I feel like they're together, but it's a lot for sure.
Yeah. What say you, Naomi? I'm gonna give you the first take on this.
Oh,
Naomi,
nigga had to be there. That's what had to be going on. Like he's trying to show off for her old nigga who in the building.
What say you, Naomi, on this?
Yeah, that nigga was probably obviously drunk.
Yeah, he was a little lit, right?
And
electric chair.
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I feel like they were kind of together too, because I would have been gone the fuck. But it can't be uncomfortable. I really don't know.
You'd have been like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing?
I would have got the fuck out of that. Fucking mush to the face. It's really like that. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. What say you, Torian? Go ahead. Like, is he just like, is it disrespect? Because people was like, he should be locked up. And I was just like, I don't know if locked up is the answer. He just looked like he was probably intoxicated and doing too much.
No,
it would have been great if somebody didn't film and just sort of like offered assistance.
Yeah, and being like, dude,
damn, my nigga, chill.
Yeah, chill the fuck out, nigga.
And it looked like she was like asking somebody to like come help. I don't know. I need to see the full video because that should be chopped up. But no, I mean, I would definitely question like what else he is possibly doing too. Because that was a lot, especially like
right.
Like that's a lot. That's like concerning. Like okay, like I would definitely have a conversation where like you good, like. Is this like just like a one-time thing? Because shit do be happy, he might just got a little too lit, too carried away, but if it's like other shit he doing like this, like baby, we need to talk about something. Like some conversation needs to be had. And maybe that nigga do need to be locked the fuck up because like
damn, Torian.
Because I mean he was like doing some shit, he was trying to expose her, lift her dress up, like you exposing her, like that's a crime. Like he was doing
LT funny as hell. That nigga said whispering yin yang twins. Hey, little mama, give me some. Yeah, there you go.
No, he was on too much. Choking her, that's assault. Like, where would you mean? Yes, he should be in jail. He's assaulting her.
Look, I'm with LT the whole time on the low. They really go together.
But that still don't mean he wasn't assaulting her. Like he was.
I feel like that was their probably hosting a party for like maybe their kid or baby shower. Like they clearly give me together vibes.
They're definitely together. I'm with you, right. Lionel. They're definitely together.
But I'm just not that huge on like PDA. Like if like I'm just not huge on like doing.
I'm actually anti PDA.
I'm almost the same, almost. Like
I'm
if I just can't help it,
I'm almost voyeurism. That's how much.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Voyeurism is crazy. Naomi said she's voyeurism.
Hey, I'm the type to have sex in public places.
Okay. Whoa! Yeah, me and my wife, we might be like the most you gonna see us is holding hands. Yeah, I ain't doing it all for y'all. Fuck all that. Okay, let's go here. This is when Naomi accused.
It's never about the other person, though. I feel like
I love this part of the show because this is where Naomi accuses me of being ageism. I love it because I'm the old nigga on the show, and she always accuses me of ageism.
And that's why you hate yourself.
I don't hate myself.
That's so funny.
Here we go, though.
That was a crazy exchange.
Here goes Ronnie from Players Club.
That's her down.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I want a man who has great hygiene. Like that's so important.
Hygiene.
I want a man who wears his pants pulled up on him, not all the way up. Like that's too much. But I have things that I like to, But I also want my man to have a little swag. I want people to stop and take a look. So I was having a conversation with who I'm seeing, and I'm so thankful and grateful for him. because he's a secure person and he lets me be myself. And that is very important, you guys. Very important. Because when I have to start trying to overthink who I am, to who I gotta show up as for somebody to be happy with me, I'm gonna be unhappy, and that's not gonna work for me. So for those of you who don't think I have somebody, honey, Shantae's got a man. Hey,
All right, sit your ass down somewhere, Ronnie. We're good on you, Ronnie.
You hate it, Roy. You also.
I'm happy that she popped up into my reality. I have not seen her in 100 years since the Players Club.
You want to be fat phobic too, Roy. You want what was you just cut it off? Like let her show out.
Let her cook. I'm gonna let her cook. Shout out to Glow.
yes, and I am happy, and so is he.
Is he?
Look how you gonna cut that good shit out.
You're such a hater, boy. You don't even get paid for hating. You don't even get paid for hate. I gotta tell you, like I tell my son, I'm like, bro, you're not even get a check for all this hating. Like, just let it go, please.
It's not on me, it's in me. I don't gotta go on my. I don't mind. But I'm happy to see her. She looks good. Like seriously.
Right. Roy trying to suggest otherwise.
Highly suggesting otherwise.
Her hair isn't done. Her hair isn't done. Her face could probably look a little bit better, but the body's hidden. Especially for like 50 plus.
Right. I mean, she's not even in like.
She looks good for sure.
She don't. I probably does she even act like I don't think she probably like lives like this modest life.
Mm-hmm.
But I love that. I prefer that. Like she gets comfortable and confident naturally. Like, I mean, not to say that like it's a problem showing up with like hair done, makeup on, like, but this just speaks volumes to be able to show up that confidently and happily. Like, I'm like, that is a whole another level of like, okay, she good. Like, at least that's what I get from it. But I like to see that from her because I haven't seen her in so long. This is my first time seeing her in forever. So I'm glad she's like good. I haven't even thought about her outside of the Players Club. I would have thought she still looked like that. Seriously, like that's her in my head. But and then her energy too. Like I've only known her energy as Ronnie, so this is good to see her. I hope she's not evil. Like
she's not evil. Hilarious.
Seriously. So yeah. Way to rock my world tonight. That was crazy.
Listen. Stop. Everybody stop. Y'all are doing too much.
You stop, bro.
Stop. That woman.
Haters never prosper, bro.
I'm not hating at all. She's a 50-something-year-old. Listen.
What are you drinking? Take another shot.
I will.
Sip.
Actually, don't.
Because you're hating. I don't got no more. I was drinking this beatbox.
Beatbox? Pause.
They got you beatboxing?
They said on TikTok, they was like, yeah, this shit make me want to go.
I like this is the one time you didn't have to cover up the back because it's a solid.
Right.
No, I didn't have to cover because my shit on blurry.
Okay, look, try it again without the hand. Closer. See? It's fine.
See, I gotta find like through that, but like, look how
big it looks the exact same. You didn't do anything.
Like,
the exact same.
But when it's clear, you never do that. No, when you be showing something clear, you never do that, and then just be going straight through. Then you're doing it for a solid. It's crazy.
Well, we're not promoting that, so they pay.
Listen, I'm not dissing. I'm not being ageism. I'm just simply.
Saratoga too.
Oh, this nigga here trying to do his damn TikTok.
It's just water though. This is water.
He trying to do TikTok challenges. He trying to be that one nigga that be running.
No, that's what we should get to. That video.
Huh? Here we go.
That video of him recreating him in high school or some shit, and he was getting chased by bullies and shit. Like, boy.
That reminds me of Noah Lyles every time I see him. He reminds, even though I love Noah Lyles first and foremost, but he reminds me.
I'm not a Noah Lyles fan, Lionel.
I like him a lot. I like the way he's different but popping shit though.
I don't fuck with Noah Lyles.
Okay, well then who do you like?
Him. I respect Noah Lyles. I respect.
Okay, well who's your fighter?
Usain Bolt.
I mean, he's
that
not
nigga's old. No that nigga ain't racing no more. First of all, let me back up.
Tyson Gay was mine.
Who?
Tyson Gay.
But he's not
Of
running
course,
either.
nigga.
What you mean, of course?
You set yourself up for that one, Torian. You set yourself up for that one, Torian. Goddamn.
No,
Like,
I
what you want
like
me
him
to
a
do
lot.
with that,
He's
Torian?
so like true to like his little anime, like weird self. But he gives me the kid that was running to lunch faster than me because I used to run lunch too on Thursdays. Don't get it twisted. But it was a kid that ran faster than me, and he would have that backpack on and put them arms back. And he
Hilarious.
was into anime too. And that reminds me of Noah Lyles. Like I don't think he's like trying to be cool, but he still is cool to me. And he's like competitive and yeah.
I respect Noah Lyles. I just don't like him.
Okay, well, who's your runner?
I like the dude he beat. Pause.
Kenny something?
Yeah, I like him.
He just gave me weak sauce.
I like the kid from
but it makes
I like
sense.
the
He's
kid
a
from
hater.
the kid
He's
from
a
Austin.
hater.
Yeah, I don't like
you
Noah
him.
Lyles.
That bitch
I
is
don't
a hater.
because Noah Lyles went at basketball players. You know me, I'm a hooper at heart. So
Well,
I
he
can't.
was right. We talked about
No,
that.
he wasn't right. He was
Because
incorrect.
just this past year showed like the Olympics, Americans don't be competing against on world stages all the time. So in the Olympics this past year, the world got so much better and was
Well,
handed
we
it
still
to
won though, right?
barely, but they was handing
I
it.
don't. Whoa!
If
We
they had
don't
to
care
go a
about
whole
barely.
season,
We won.
that's the thing. If the NBA players had to go a whole season against the world, what would that look like? Because that was
We would
one
beat
game.
their ass. That's what it would look like. We would
They didn't
whoop
even beat
that
their
ass.
in the Olympics.
Whoop
No.
that trick. Get him.
No.
Whoop that. Get him. Whoop
But
that.
that's a
trick.
valid point because they line up with the world's fastest people from every country every damn year.
Let me say this about my shirt real quick because I had to educate my daughter because she was like, Dad. She was like, I know Stone Cold, but who's Shawn Michaels? And I was like,
we know Shawn Michaels from San Antonio, Texas.
I told her, I said, listen, you're from San Antonio. You gotta represent for Shawn Michaels.
But there's no way she would know who that is. That's crazy.
No, I had to. I was so disappointed in her.
San Antonio?
He's from San Antonio.
Oh,
yeah. I had to. I was so disappointed in her. I was like, yo, we gotta educate you. Like he's from the soil down here. This is where you from. You gotta represent for Shawn Michaels. Come on, man.
She do not have to represent for Shawn Michaels.
No, she does. It's Shawn Michaels.
His time has come and gone. He got his representatives.
No, he's the GOAT. Shawn Michaels might be the GOAT. Shawn Michaels might be the GOAT.
I like Rey Mysterio a lot too.
My goat is Bret Hart, but he's Canadian, so you know.
Oh, not the one.
That's my wrestling goat.
Did that to his family.
I liked a lot of wrestlers back in the day, so my hands.
Yeah, my wrestling goat is Bret Hart. My second after Bret Hart would probably be
John Cena.
No,
he's not that cold.
I'm not a big Cena fan. I respect Cena. I'm not a big Cena fan though. My nephew's a big Cena fan.
Like that. I feel like he's not really like that. I feel like when he came in, they were really on their theatric shit at that point.
I fuck with the Hardy Boys, Torian. Yeah, I fuck with
That's
the Hardy
all my
Boys.
pictures when I was a kid. Like,
I fuck with the Hardy Boys.
But the Hardy Boys got me to like, I was flipping off of couches and shit, trying to be like them.
Fucking your shit up.
We had an extra couch in the sunroom. That was my like playroom.
This nigga Torian jumping off shit.
I was just flipping off that shit. I had a big imagination. I still do, but even back then it was like so big. I remember like, don't judge me, but I was like playing ass like, because I think Aaliyah had just died. And so I was like so sad about that because that's my mama's favorite artist. So I love her, you know. And I was to her a lot. So when she died, I was just like, what? And I remember like jumping off of my couch and like I was in a plane crash.
No
this
way.
Nigga's insane. Torian, you're insane.
Then I put a blanket over my head like they was pronouncing I was dead. And then I like ended up going to sleep and waking up.
Torian, you need help.
From a nap.
Torian needs help.
I don't know what the hell happened.
We gonna get you. We gonna buy you some therapy sessions, Torian. As a crew. Yeah, you need
no, you're the one who still needs some more than Torian.
No, Torian, this nigga.
I'm like, save the money for yourself.
That was my imagination. I was a child.
No, you need
you a
help.
grown ass man is still perpetrating bullshit.
Right.
No,
You gotta go to therapy first.
Torian out here jumping off of shit, doing weird stuff. I'm good in these
That's
streets.
not weird. That's just being a kid.
Torian, you're perpetrating plane crashes is crazy.
He was grieving. Let him grieve.
I was
good.
processing what was going on, Roy, and the way
Were you?
needed it too. You know.
Did you need it?
Good job, Torian.
Thank you. Yeah.
you
Or
sounded
like I
off.
was here like going to rob people because my fucking favorite singer died.
No, for real, that was a moment for me. Like the way, like I feel like that moment, Aaliyah passing away, and then like Michael
Y'all
Jackson.
were kids. Y'all were in elementary when Aaliyah passed.
Yeah, but I loved Aaliyah a lot too. I used to always run to the
Right. We
upstairs
still
when
love
I
these
heard the
people,
music
boy.
because we would always have videos playing on TV. Whenever I heard that baby crying, and it was like, "Are you that somebody?" I would run upstairs because you couldn't just watch it when you wanted to. So I would run up there to see that video, and I would sit crisscross. I thought she was just the coolest fucking person. I thought she was just so fly,
And she
swagged out,
was.
swagged out, and hot. So I would always go out of my way to see Aaliyah, and then that happening was insane. I loved Romeo Must Die too. I loved that movie. So I was just that, and then Michael Jackson passing away, 9/11, and Hurricane Katrina are like some catastrophic events
Oh
that I
my
remember.
goodness. Don't even get me started on Hurricane Katrina because you know it's the 20-year anniversary.
I
And
started
for
the
the
show with
last
that.
year,
Yes, my
and
burn
even
of the
this
week
week,
was
I was just
Louisiana.
watching the new documentary they put out about Hurricane
Me
Katrina
too.
because I feel like there's something there. And I wish I was older at the time because I need to like get
That's
tapped
what
I
I
was
into
said.
older.
all
I was there. I was
into,
fresh out
into
of
all
college.
the conspiracies. Like, and at the end of the day, I know it's just because
My
they
shit,
wanted to get the
goddamn, I'm
people,
fucking shit.
them
Hold
people
on.
specifically off that land. I'm like, nigga.
Just saying, I ain't know my shit looked like that until I got in the goddamn. I was just pointing down, and my
Do
shit
some
kind of.
Pilates.
Boy.
Just saying, my shit kind of,
No,
fuck.
but I feel
No, that's your
like
gooning arm. That's what I was trying to find, and this boy was like, "Wait," they had like point out that he got like a gooning arm.
First of all, a gooning arm is crazy.
I don't know what that is.
yeah, I
So
don't
the
know.
That's
arm
the
you
jack arm.
masturbate with.
Mm.
It was stronger. So he was like, "No, I don't." And like he put it up, and this arm was like significantly skinnier. He was like, "Wait." So it was just great. I was trying to find a video.
A gooning arm is crazy.
That was funny. Yeah.
That was it was because his arm was significantly smaller. He was like, "Wait, what?"
That's too much. You need to swap arms, friend. But no, Naomi, those are not
gooning arm is
conspiracies.
crazy.
Those were not conspiracies. That was so like, oh, that shit is deep as fuck, deeper than I even ever thought. But I was so young. That's what I was saying in retrospect. I wish I would have approached all the people that came from New Orleans differently. But I was just like not even that aware. But like,
Yeah, to really see the like.
did you cry watching that documentary?
No, I didn't cry watching
I
that.
cried multiple times.
You know, like for most of it,
so she's not emotional.
Upset. Yeah, but see, I'm not emotional in that way, like where I'm just like moved to tears. I don't know. I don't just be moved to tears.
I was genuinely heartbroken.
Yeah, and so like, and I wasn't even here.
Oh.
I wasn't even here for Harvey, but I've lived, and so that's why it hits differently because I have lived through multiple natural disasters in Houston. Luckily, I went to San Antonio when Hurricane Harvey did hit, so I was gone like for the whole week. The city was like kind of out of commission, but the year before Hurricane Harvey, on my side of town, we had like they call it the tax day flood, something, but like our whole like side of town really got like flooded out. So I saw people literally like lose their homes, lose their cars. And this is like people in the hood, right? So there's no way that niggas can really recoup these losses and these damages. That's why I feel like the crime element kind of got cleared out when that shit, like, cause a lot of them niggas got flooded out of that area. And so, yeah, after I've lived through certain things and I know how it could get, even just with Hurricane Beryl, when, you know, all the power went out, niggas don't be having water. Niggas don't be having food in their house. You know, we be relying on Wi-Fi. Once the electricity's out, we reminded our phone service is shit. So we're not even able to like contact people. So I was seeing even just like in those 3-day spans that we were out of power over here for Hurricane Beryl, how like shit can start getting like really desperate and people can really start like freaking out and panicking. And so for it to be on that level, and then for us to, you know, be saying Hurricane Katrina, all this when like fucking Hurricane Katrina missed New Orleans. Like it didn't even like the hurricane didn't even hit New Orleans, right? So it's all about the levees breaking, which is what flooded the city. Like, you know, the storm.
And everything that happened after New Orleans.
When the
That's why I love
flooding.
that statement. What happened after New Orleans? For real.
No, facts. Because there is something there. And what I was seeing this last documentary I've seen, but I've literally watched so many. And that's why I got on TikTok, because I wanted to see, like, okay, let me see what they're saying on TikTok about Hurricane Katrina. Because I'm like, that's something I definitely want uncovered.
Yeah.
And what I've just intuited is that New Orleans people, they've been there for centuries and they're tapped into that land. And they also have remembrance of who they are as a people and their native heritage. They've retained a lot of their stuff. Because like people in New Orleans, they wouldn't necessarily ever leave New Orleans. Like they've been staying in the same house.
But like we gotta also acknowledge though,
upon generations.
But we gotta acknowledge though that like they can't to your point, they've been there for a long time, but they don't bury their dead 6 feet because they knew that they were the sea level where the sea level was. So like, you know, if you go to New Orleans, like forever, they don't like those when you go to the cemeteries, they're not buried 6 feet because they know the water's there. So like it's always been an issue with like the sea levels there.
Yeah.
And like the levees is a whole, like I'm with you. Like I can see the conspiracy. I'm fine with the conspiracy on the levees. But like we also got to acknowledge that like that, like it was always an issue. Like it's not like they was burying their dead 6 feet. They never buried.
And we have a government, right?
I don't know what you have, right? I don't know what you believe.
We're supposed to have a government, right? That's supposed to be able to like
that's why that
plan for those
things
that are so like that's the whole point of the government is for certain things.
Yeah, but hold on. But what can the government do about like not being able?
Well, you know that it was literally like the U.S. Military that had designed and placed the levees, and they knew that it was placed incorrectly, and that you know they weren't stable.
Okay, so here's my question though: what was the point of all that?
I'm saying I think it was to get the people off the land. So that's what I'm talking about. When you have the original people of a place, like for one, they don't even want. Hold on.
Do you think those people own any of that land?
They did. They do. And many of them did.
That's the reason they ultimately wanted to turn that into greenway or green space and park.
There are some of the only Black people that were still having ownership of the land that their peoples came from. So that's what I'm saying.
Which is why it was so devastating. So like they built homes on that. They built homes there on the plots that they were owning, but then they couldn't afford to replace it. But that's aside from.
Sure, you can afford to replace. What do you mean you can't afford to replace?
No, they couldn't afford to replace it. They couldn't afford to replace after the damage, and a lot of them were. In
sure, you can.
No, they couldn't.
Why not?
Because they were in like fucked up situations where the insurance wasn't paying out. Then
no,
the
that's
government
false.
cut out.
I work in insurance.
Then
that's
the government
false.
The government cut
that's
like
false. I work in insurance. That's false.
Okay, but they weren't. And then the government paid out a $2 billion.
That's false.
No, it's true.
Let me tell you hold on.
Shut up.
No, I literally do insurance claims. That's what I do for a living.
Yeah, and then you should know that you bitches be looking for
let me educate. See, you should allow me to educate you.
No,
you should watch the documentary. I don't want to be educated.
I was alive doing claims at that time. Y'all should allow me to educate you.
Okay, go ahead.
That's what happened. Say. Tell your lie.
Hilarious, Torian. So here's what happened, right? Here's what happened.
You were the nigga denying the claims. Is that what you finna say?
No, that's not what happened.
I was right to deny them.
No, that's not what happened. Here's what happened. And here's how insurance claims changed moving forward post-Katrina. Because here's what happened. Carriers actually paid out claims. They paid out claims. Here was the problem. Nobody ever rebuilt. So what happened was, let's say Torian has a home. We pay a claim to Torian, right? So we say, hey, your whole home was torn up. Here goes $75,000 to rebuild your home.
Yeah. That's based on the value of the home. Because the actual cost to repair was like twice as much for these people.
Correct. I have no problem with that. But here's what actually happened though. We sent Torian a check for $75,000. Right? Torian actually has a mortgage on that home. Right? Torian took that $75,000 check that he received in Houston and started another life. So what actually happened was that the mortgage carriers for these homes, they had mortgage on these homes that were never rebuilt. So what happened post Katrina was that moving forward in the insurance industry, you had to now include not only Naomi's name on the check, but whoever Naomi's lien holder was, because everybody that sent those checks to Naomi, and she had a $80,000 check and started a whole new life. The lien holder had, when the lien holder went to now say, okay, we're going to foreclose on the property, there's nothing there.
Well, that wasn't the people's fault. That still leaves the issue.
I'm not saying it's anybody's fault.
Well, because you're saying why didn't they rebuild, and that leaves the same issue at hand, which is that if they were valuing these houses for less than what it was taking to repair them. Like one lady was, and mind you, there were 1 million people that were displaced during the storm from that area.
It was the greatest migration since the early 1900s.
So that was the largest migration
at that. And who else did they force migrate?
And it was forced. It was forced migration. They were telling them
who else did they force migrate on this land?
To tell them to go on the plane and couldn't tell them where it was going. But once they cut checks, the checks were not, they were to the value, quote unquote, the property at that time, not equal to the value to replace the homes. So
but
it was either, wait, let me finish, because if they're saying, hey, if you want to replace your place and stay here on this plot, land of plot, then you need to pay $250,000 to repair what was here. And then your insurance is giving you a check for $70,000, if that. Then you're lucky if you even get that much, because they weren't appraising those houses for that much at that point. A lot of those houses were double homes, like on one side of the family is here, another side of the family is there. And so they were cutting much smaller checks than what was actually due. So then you get a level above the insurance, because clearly the country realized this is a crisis. The insurance can't just foot this entire repair and like rebuilding. So then they cut a $2 million check, and where does it go? It doesn't even go towards those neighborhoods that were hit and smacked the most. Turns out they couldn't even get approved for that program that was meant to support them. So the logical thing was like, people were trying to rebuild. Like people were still in that bitch putting in money to rebuild that shit, but money runs out. And so like it ended up like people were going to work in different cities, bitch, and coming back here to try to rebuild because they felt so connected to the land, but just could not. That's not sustainable. So then that's how you have people saying, you know what, like, okay, I'm just going to start to build over here where it's more feasible. But nonetheless, people fought there because they wanted to turn that into like just parks and greenery and shit like that and keep it cute and make it look good. But then the people fought nail and tooth, bitch, to not have that done, and it didn't. But aside from that,
I'm agreeing with you on that. See, that's why I'm agreeing with you on. I'm agreeing with you.
That was the ultimate
I'm agreeing with you on the point of the capitalism point. Because there was a capitalism took over and said, well, here's how much it's now going to cost to build here. The problem with that is, right, is that the policy you had in place said that the insurance policy you had in place was for X amount of dollars. That's all we can give you. It wasn't that somebody was doing an injustice to you. The injustice
was missing the point, because you're trying to get that about the insurance.
I feel like that's probably like
that's what I'm saying.
That's like the smallest. No, because I don't even know how it got to that unimportant.
No,
or important in some way, or you love to connect to things that it's like you're missing the bigger picture.
I'm not missing
the point. Go ahead, focus on a single detail.
I'm not focusing on a single detail. What I'm saying is you had an insurance policy for $80,000. Your house was wiped out. We paid you $80,000. Capitalism kicked in.
Yeah, right? But there was after all that, there was a program from the United States government to be able to support people in rebuilding. The thing is racism. And so then people couldn't get access to this money. They were saying, bitch, every time I went to this office and accomplishing what they said I needed to do, they was telling me something different the next time. Then they watching people in, like, let's say the downtown area close to the French Quarter, who have more expensive homes that weren't even half as damaged, getting approved like clockwork, and they're rebuilding their neighborhoods. These people were being displaced. That was the difference, and that's through racism.
So that's
just
not
the same reason that they opened martial law, and they were allowing people to be shot and killed right in front of like their children, their families, because I can't allow you to say that,
Lionel. I can't allow you to say that. I can't allow
No,
you.
and
Roy,
I can allow you to not recognize
Roy,
because
I don't need you to allow me to say anything. That's the great part.
I can't allow you to say
fuck.
that. Nobody was
I
sitting
don't
back
need you
saying,
to
"Hey,
allow
you
me
can
to say
shoot
anything.
that person."
You
Nobody was
that's
saying
what
that.
happened, bitch. You need to watch the documentary. You
No,
need to
that wasn't what happened. I was a 20-year-old. I was 22
He's like, I was
years
watching
old.
it on the news. I know
No,
everything
I was
that
in
happened.
Houston. I was
Yeah,
right
in Houston.
there
You wasn't
talking
in
to
New
my
Orleans,
cousins.
bitch. Are you
No
crazy?
one was saying, "Hey, we can just go shoot you." Nobody. That's
Yes,
not a
the
thing.
fuck they were.
No, that's not a thing.
Yes, the fuck they were. People,
No.
there's so many accounts, Roy. There's so many accounts of people driving. There's white people that tell you they drove from another state to go shoot bitches, bitch. It was open field from
Yes,
bitch, if I see it
you're
moving, I'm
talking
shooting.
about two. But you're
That
talking
happened,
about
bitch.
Lionel.
And
You're
no, that
talking about
happened.
two
I don't
separate
want to hear you say I'm
things.
not gonna allow you to say that because I don't give a fuck. If
You're
you allow
talking
or not,
about
you
two
can't allow me to
separate
say
things,
anything.
though. You're talking about two separate things.
Well, no, I'm
No
talking
one
about
in government was
Katrina
saying
after
you can go and shoot these people. Nobody. That was not a mandate.
Do you know that the mayor has said martial law, but he didn't have the proper channels to declare martial law, right? It has to be declared by the federal government. But still, those things being said, word of mouth, that, especially in situations like that, people can take advantage. And at the end of the day, we don't know how many people were killed at New Orleans. So I promise, I've been doing hella research, because I'm like, there's something in my spirit that is just like, bitch, I want this cleared, and I want some rectification, like to where these people are traumatized because of like real shit that really happened, and it was definitely by pitfalls of our own fucking government. At the end of the day,
there was senseless murders, like countless accounts of senseless murders. There's people that still live that tell the story of just, like being shot and killed on their street that they lived on and grew up on for no reason, for just being black, really, but being assumed to be a looter. And that was the guys. That's why the media was so dangerous in that time. And that's why the media played a humongous role in that situation. But nonetheless, people were absolutely shooting people for no reason. Senseless murder.
I'm not saying random people didn't show up and shoot people. I'm not saying that.
And in addition to the people that were there, in addition to the people that were just racist in Louisiana and was on that. But that's what I'm saying is that like that entire thing was a catastrophe, like after the hurricane. That was like what people was really the fuck going through.
So my question becomes, right? Because like it sounds like you're connecting into the government. So my question is, was it the government's idea to we're gonna allow these levees to break and then allow people to come in and shoot people? Is that what you're saying?
Well, that's what happened.
No. I'm asking you, do you think that was the plan?
I don't know what their plans. I can't speak for somebody that I'm not. I don't know what the intentions was. I don't know how long. I know that they capitalized and started displacing people. I know they allowed people to get murdered on the streets in front of their children and family. I know that they would let people go without food. How did
the government allow people to get murdered?
Because first and foremost, the media, like I said, it played a huge role. When the police chief is saying, hey,
Kanye West was on TV saying George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Okay, let me talk. So whenever you have people, you have the police chief of New Orleans Police Department saying that there are snipers shooting at the helicopters that are coming in to support us. They literally shut down like support. They like said, okay, no more flights of helicopters. We're not letting nobody get support now because there's apparently snipers out here. There were still people in their homes and on roofs that was trapped, but they couldn't get support. And turns out that was a false narrative. The helicopter that they was talking about, a lady that was on it was on that documentary. She's like, what the fuck? I was so hurt because we had to land abruptly because there was a shot down helicopter. And we were like, oh shit, where? Turns out they was talking about their helicopter. They were thinking that the one she was on was shot down. She was in the field helping people. They went back to the station and was like, what's going on? And they're like, oh, we thought you guys got shot down.
You do know the people in New Orleans didn't have access to any of that information you're talking about.
Well, they did through radio, and that was the problem. But that's aside from the point. That they had radio. Yes, are you crazy? You're so misinformed that it's sad.
No, I'm not misinformed. What happens is y'all listen to a documentary and take it as facts. Y'all listen
I
to
just
a
said I've been doing
documentary.
hella research. It hasn't even just been
I was
documentary.
alive too at
But
this
where are
time. That was
your
very
facts
captive. I'm
coming
still
from? So let
captivated.
me know where you're
Where are
getting
your
your
facts
facts
coming
from.
from?
The documentary,
From
nigga.
people.
Who said those are facts?
From people that were in the situation. From people, first account people.
So next week
from
I'll
the
bring a bunch of
mayors,
people that were
the
from New
head of
Orleans that'll
FEMA.
come on the show.
Listen, the head of FEMA is so full of shit that he sat and lied to everybody saying, oh yeah, the people at the convention center are fed, they're eating it. And then they caught him on his shit like, what do you mean? The people at the convention center, bitch, are in the worst condition than the ones at the Superdome. What are you talking about? And he's like, oh yeah, sorry. I actually meant to say we were starting to try to get food out there. Da, da, da. But I want to get back to the original point as to how people started getting shot and killed is because there were so many false narratives about people that were shooting at cops. They were saying that cops was getting shot at. They were saying people were sniping at helicopters who were coming to help them. These people were starving. Their babies that were smaller than the ocean had no food and were passing out from dehydration. And they're telling the outlets that they're getting shot at. So then they stopped sending support. After that, it just made a worse like snowball effect. Then they start shooting people who were just going to try to get food from a Walmart. Turns out, like, oh shit, there's a Walmart here. Maybe we can get some food. They start shooting at every fucking bitch and putting like product over the people. And I think that is a humongous like problem. And like, if you ask me, that's a form of racism because when you're shooting people dead over like packages of food and shit like that and medicine, they were trying to get like Tylenol. Turns out like they were getting painkillers and food, water. But they were telling these people that they're like shooting at those that are meant to support and bringing in the help. So they stop bringing in help and they start shooting and turning it like into a police state against the people as if they weren't in a crisis, surviving and fighting for their lives. People couldn't even, they took their brothers and shit like that were shot on the street to like the police and the police made the situation worse. And that's in so many situations to where that's my problem with that whole thing was that like they showed their complete ass. And that's why they get, like I said, eternal donkey of the day because I don't think that would be handled the same way if that was even in the Woodlands, Texas. And like, yeah, it's just some fucked up shit across the board. And like, you really should tap into like the stories of the people of New Orleans that speak on that, what they experienced, and also the countless documentaries that it's not even just black people's accounts. There's government officials that are saying, hey, this was a very fucked up situation on our part.
I'm acknowledging though. I'm acknowledging that people were going down there on bullshit. I'm acknowledging. I got more people that was fucked up in Rita than Katrina, right? Nobody talks about Rita. Everybody talks about Katrina because that's the sexy one.
It's
nobody ever talks about
it. It's because what the government did was extremely neglectful.
Rita was more fucked up than Katrina's. What I'm telling you.
I'm not gonna sit here and debate what natural catastrophe.
No, I'm not saying
right now. No, Roy, you're problematic. This is the 20th anniversary of Katrina, so that's what
I'm not problematic.
No,
what I'm telling you is that I was an adult. See, you were in 5th grade at this time. I was an adult. I was alive watching the news at this time.
Okay, so when Rita comes around,
when is the
anniversary of Rita?
The real time
Roy,
people on
when
the ground.
Is the anniversary of Hurricane Rita? When is the anniversary? And how many years?
That's my problem,
nigga.
That's the problem. No one cares about Rita. That's my problem.
Okay, because maybe millions of people weren't displaced and had to move. So I can speak of Hurricane Katrina because even though I was a child, I was in 5th grade. I remember my 2 classmates I got, Brittany and Brian. Those are my 2 classmates that came because of the devastation that occurred with Katrina. So at the end of the day, and where did Rita hit? In Houston?
No, the same place.
Okay.
It hit in New Orleans. It hit Louisiana.
Millions of people are displaced and migrate and had to move and migrate.
No, and so at the end of the day, that was my experience is that I came in contact with all these people who came from New Orleans, even when I think about like my home church and all the new church members that we got from Katrina, because at the end of the day, it impacted places like Houston, it impacted places like San Antonio. That was my impact on it. And so that's why I care about it. Obviously, Hurricane Rita didn't impact me, right? So that's why I can't necessarily speak to it. And if it impacted you, feel free to speak on it.
Right, because I said when the anniversary comes up, then bring it up and give the bird the bird. Call the bird who needs to be bird. Don't.
No, like if you want to talk about it, you can talk about it. You have a podcast, you have free speech.
That's problematic.
And so, yeah, I just feel like there's something in me that is naturally drawing me to like, shit just doesn't add up. And I think there's a bigger picture of it. Because even at the end of the day, we don't even know how many people were killed in Katrina, right? Like we don't know how many people died on account of, because people were being killed by people from outside forces, even from the police.
But
people,
I agree with all that,
in
though.
the storm. People, of course, had injuries that came from the storm that left them dead. There are bodies that still haven't even been found because they haven't even been properly searched. All of these homes were never properly searched, right? And so people, there was mass things. Okay, so I don't know why you started shitting on shit. I'm like,
I'm not shitting on nothing.
You have
I'm
totally
just
said
you were
now
shitting
you
on
recounting.
No, I'm agreeing with all that. I'm agreeing that people were there and took advantage and started shooting at people for no reason because they were trying to pay them as looters.
Not even shooting at, but actual murder.
I'm agreeing with you. They were murdering people.
There was somebody that said,
agree.
there was a white guy on there that said, they said, well, how many people did you kill? And he was like, I can't even tell. He was like,
no, it doesn't even matter.
Right.
Listen,
and this was
in
on
agreement.
a Nat Geo documentary. This was on a Nat Geo documentary. So this is the one
they
I
were on
just
some
watched.
very
Like
evil,
I said,
wicked shit.
I've watched several, and I think one of my favorite was Katrina Babies, which is like by a boy, or he's a man now, but he was a child when he went through Hurricane Katrina. So that's my perspective of how I saw Hurricane Katrina impact the United States of America from the lens of a 10, 11-year-old child, right? And so, and now that I'm an adult, I like to see, like, understanding, just like the same, I could probably do a whole deep dive on 9/11, right? Because I was in first grade when 9/11 happened. And like, I remember I had to write a paper one time about it. And I was like, like it blew up or some shit. And my teacher was like, girl, planes hit the thing. I'm like, well, shit, I don't know the fuck. What the hell is happening? So this is me just trying to come from my adult understanding. And I have talked to various people. My grandma was in the Red Cross. And she was in New Orleans, like after the storm, right? So I have talked to various people about it because I'm like, I just want full understanding. And I just feel like there is something more there. There's something more there at the end of the day. And yeah, so all I'm saying is 20 years since that storm has passed, since so much life has been lost. Since so much tragedy is happening, we've had so many more tragedies, right? And now we've kind of been seeing like how white people are being affected by the storms, because we had Hurricane Helene last year, right? That hit like the Appalachians, right? Where white people's whole livelihoods were knocked out and they were experiencing things, and the government definitely, FEMA was still fucking around on them too. And I was also doing deep dives on that too, because it's interesting to me. So I just wanted to point out, like, yeah, we're at the anniversary, and this is something that's just like really on my heart. And yeah, so this is just some of the shit that I'm like, America has to pay for. Like, I was just in Arkansas. I was at the Arkansas River, right? And the Arkansas River is like to the east of the Mississippi, right? So that was like kind of one of the places that when the Native Americans were passing through, that was like one of their checkpoints. And so there was just like all this information about the different Native Americans. And it's like, there's so much rectification. That's why all this shit is happening in America right now. Because it's like, there's so much rectification that has to happen for the things that were done to the original people of these lands, period. So that's my conspiracy. I haven't fully tapped in, but I feel like them people knew who they were. They were attached to their culture. They were attached to their land, and they actually had ownership of that land. Did everybody own things in New Orleans? No, but a lot of those people had that land since their grandparents have been having that land, since their grandparents had that land. So it's been passed down since the 1800s, right? So like, there's different ties, especially when, that's not common for Black people anywhere else in the nation.
Again, you won't get any disagreement from me.
So I don't know what all the fighting and yelling and your blood
ain't no
pressure
fighting and yelling. What I'm saying is I don't take any specific one documentary as that's the fact. That's the end all be all.
Obviously.
No,
I'm like, but I'm somebody with a social science degree. I have a psychology degree, so that means I was literally trained on how to read research papers, how to do statistical analysis, even how to peep how certain graphs they'll put up. They'll show you different information and it'll look different, right? So I definitely have a scientific brain to where it's not like, oh, and they said it. This is true.
Here's the difference, though. I'm not questioning that. But here's what's happening, though. I have a journalism degree, and everybody's questioning that. See, here's the difference. I got a degree. I studied journalism, right? And so I understand, right, that, like, I'm not saying everything is right. I'm agreeing with what y'all are saying. I'm just simply saying that we can't just take something and just say, oh, well, that's facts, and we're going to just, like, that's the end all be. I'm just saying there's nuance to everything is what I'm saying. Is a documentary can be slanted in a certain way to paint a certain picture based on how they cut the documentary. Is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Well, the facts are the facts. The facts are the facts are that they were literally denied.
But Lionel, here's the problem, though. You're saying the facts are the facts. Where are you getting those facts from?
From the people that were in the situations.
Okay,
you got to stay with me.
What people are you referring to?
The people
in the people in the documentary.
You answer that question yourself,
no, because you're referring to the people in the documentary.
No, I'm referring to people on TikTok.
On the Nat Geo
people that was literally speaking on this shit, and when I was in 5th grade, people that spoke on this when I was in 8th grade.
Because I can present you with people that have different opinions.
People that came to my neighborhood. One of my good friends to this day is from New Orleans and is only in Texas, but has a Hurricane Katrina. So I mean, there's real accounts. We're not talking about slavery. Like,
I'm not saying Hurricane Katrina wasn't a real thing.
Feel how you feel, but I'm not here to convince you. I was speaking from my motherfucking perspective, and like I said,
I respect your perspective.
I said,
the difference. Here's the eternal.
The eternal.
Here's the crazy part about this show.
I don't want to hear it because, like I'm saying, the eternal dud is for me is all the organizations that had the opportunity to support people and didn't. And that was on a obvious fucking mass scale after Hurricane Katrina. What happened after Hurricane Katrina in America was unacceptable, in my opinion. And you don't have to feel like, because I feel like those are my people.
No,
here's the crazy part. And I don't think it would look that way if it was white people.
Here's the crazy part is that I sit back and acknowledge everybody says, when I say anything to the contrary, I get shot down. Kanye West was on TV at that time saying George Bush doesn't care about black people. He was saying that at that time. It's not like we were sitting back like, oh, everything's all good. No, we were acknowledging that shit is fucked up. No one was sitting back like this shit is all good. So we were acknowledging at that time.
I'm speaking today on the podcast, and you said, I'm not going to allow you to say that. No, thankfully, I don't need you to allow me to say anything.
Because here's the deal. Because you're now, see, here what y'all are doing, though. And here becomes my problem with a lot of
my perspective. You want to try to say what you're gonna allow me to say.
No, because here's what becomes the issue is that people start conflating a lot of things, and when
you're
you have
conflator, to be honest.
No, I'm an expert. No,
that's crazy to even
Lionel,
say.
No, I'm an expert in insurance. I'm an expert in this category. See, here's the problem. I'm the only person on this panel who's an expert on any capacity of that thing. I'm an expert on
insurance as well, sir, and I have for the last years.
Hold on, time out. I'm an expert on something. So here's what I'm saying.
On some lame ass shit.
See what I'm saying? Now my shit is lame. See what I'm saying? That's what
I'm like,
saying.
and that's for somebody who's been working
I'm trying to give you a perspective.
No, and that's for somebody who's working.
Your perspective, Roy, is skewed. You old Wahhabit.
I'm trying to tell you what actually happened.
You're an expert. You told us about the insurance, and I'm saying that's the least.
No, y'all didn't even accept what I said. Y'all totally
dismissed. But it's the fact that you brought that in. It's the fact that when you brought that in, I was just speaking on that. What Hurricane?
That's why I was trying to slow you down.
You're like, well, we paid them $80,000.
We paid them $70,000.
I was trying to slow you. See, I was trying to slow you down and give context. Y'all didn't want the context. Y'all just want to go with the I'm trying to give you the context of what was going on the ground and like What I was trying to give you the rationale
We
as to
had that
why
conversation though. We didn't shoot you down. We had the conversation. We all
No, y'all
realized
didn't have the
that if somebody
conversation.
touches
Y'all told me to shut the
75,000
fuck
checks,
up.
huh?
Y'all told
No,
me to
we
shut
did
the fuck
not.
up.
We did
Nobody
not
told you
say
to shut the fuck up.
'Cause you've been
Torian
talking-
I
definitely
wish
did.
you would listen.
See, y'all didn't want to have the conversation. I was trying to
We
give you the
literally did. And we
information.
said,
had
what
to-
do you
right,
do
we
with
had the
$80,000
conversation.
when it's
We never
$250 to
said
repair
no,
your
Roy.
shit?
This you're lying yourself.
Y'all didn't shot me down. Y'all didn't shot me down and didn't want to hear it.
No,
Although I
we
have the
had-
information,
they
y'all
had
didn't
We
care.
tried to shoot
rebuttals
us
and
down,
you
but it
couldn't
just
answer
didn't
What's
work.
the
rebuttals.
information? So I want to know. I want to know why they did that to that people. That's my question. Why'd they do that to them people?
See that those are two different questions.
Okay,
now.
I never asked about the fucking insurance. I never asked about that shit. That was
But
never the
no,
point.
no,
That was
no,
never
no,
the thing I was
No,
bringing up.
Roy. We
I
know
never
y'all
said,
do
"Are you
not
an
lame,
expert
unlike
insurance?
you.
Please tell me about their houses." I never said that. That was never my
Like,
point.
where's our resident?
Roy is just rage baiting us. y'all.
Shout out my nigga Gucci.
Rage baiting us. y'all.
Oh
And then you
shit.
got the nerve to put Lil Wayne and
shit.
Will's Legend
Why
on
he
the screen.
Shout
rage
out my
baiting us? Just ask Lil Wayne who the 5-star bitch is.
This is rage bait.
I'm just trying to shout out my nigga Gucci. That's all I gotta say. I mean, I'm trying to give y'all the information. Nobody
What makes
wants
you think
to
I'm gonna
like
take the
accept
information
the
from you?
information.
Okay, what information do
You
you
don't
have
even
that's
know what
not about
color you
insurance?
have on, Roy. Why don't I listen to you?
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? My youngest daughter was annoyed with me when we was getting her school supplies today. She was like, "Dad, you don't even know what color these folders are, so why are you in here with me?" She was annoyed.
Right. And you want me to take the information from you? You think your shirt is
What's
gray?
going on?
She was like, "Dad, you don't know the difference of these colors. Why are you in here talking to me about these folders?" I was like, "Whoa, we need to get 5 different folders." She was like, "You don't even know what color these folders are." I was like,
Right.
wait a minute. She was so rude. She's
No,
very
she
rude.
was
at age.
right
She's a,
on.
she's a rude 8-year-old. No, she's a rude 8-year-old.
Then what do you have to
What
say
I'm
about
simply-
yourself, 42?
I'll be 43 this year if the good Lord say the same. But here's what I'm saying though, is that like my only point is that like from the beginning I've said, because people are saying, oh, well, they left these people with nothing. And I'm saying, well, no, that's not necessarily true, right? Because it's two parts. Those people were paid. No, Torian, time out. Those people were paid.
Like, that amount ain't really necessarily how much.
Well, Torian, time out. It's not my fault that's the insurance you bought. What you want me to do?
That
Not
is
pay
their fault. That's the insurance people's fault. That's the
So now it's my fault that that's
Why
what
you everybody know you're an expert in insurance. You haven't realized how much of a fucking like gimmick that shit is.
Because y'all been doing shit wrong. Y'all been eat your fucking cheeses, whatever the fuck that is.
Snapping ass.
Your old ass.
We've already addressed that.
What,
We know
are
that
them
people
ginger
got paid
cookies? No
checks
old
for insurance
ass.
that they paid for like they should. The problem is that the support that was sent out for them,
I've been
they
in
weren't even
3
able to receive
hurricanes
the support that they
and
needed.
I've gotten FEMA checks, right? So it's like I can understand where the money comes from. But even before that, like before we're even thinking about like all that shit, I'm talking about the immediate help that people need right now in this situation as, you know, people are dying. And it's also that they were very much aware of the storm's intensity that could have came. And so there were just certain balls that were dropped. And whether it was just dropped due to incompetence, whether it was dropped due to deliberate intention, right? Deliberate action, that remains to be like said. And I guess that's what can become like kind of conjecture. But at the end of the day, there was a lot of harm and devastation that took place, you know, and yeah, it's just sad. It's sad to just think about all those things, all the people that was lost. And like I said, we'll never even have a full count of all the people that was lost. Because when you're in a disaster, and then when you think about 2005, right? We haven't fully made the switch to having like these cell phones where we're like fully like connected and tapped in the way that it is now, right? Even like I said, but like I said, even when shit goes down here, cell service is shit. Like cell service is shit. Like I've literally been in so many disasters where it's like I can't even rely on my phone, right? So yeah, things can get a little shaky and distorted. So yeah, It's a mess. But I just want to say shout out to the survivors of of Katrina, because I know so many of them are still living with trauma. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%.
to be seeing like dead bodies. Like so there was just like so many misfires on all levels, on all certain levels that you could look at it from. And so yeah, and at the end of the day,
It's so
insurance is
sad.
a business, so that's gonna run how it runs. And at the end of the day, the fucking United States of America is a fucking corporation and a business, and so that runs the way that it runs as well. So, but shout out
And
to
it's a racist structure. Don't
of New
forget the most
Orleans, and
important
shout out to
part,
the
because
ones.
but that's why like insurance was not even the problem here. That was like the thing was that there was real support sitting from the government after insurance. That's the part that they couldn't even get access to assistance in the numbers that should have been received. That's where you get into equity for sure. It is a matter of making sure that this is equitable, not just like okay, well we decide who's gonna get the support. Fuck the insurance. That's so past tense at that point because everyone realized that the insurance wasn't gonna cut it for nobody. It wasn't just black people in the lower ninth ward that needed support outside of their insurance. It was also upper class and middle class people whose insurance wasn't cutting it. It was just wasn't enough compared to the damage, which they shit was flooded up to the roof, ceiling, to the attic. So like, there's no insurance company that was gonna be able to suffice for anybody at the end of the day, but the support that came after all of that shit, there was so many, like you said, balls dropped. That hits it on the head.
Even when it comes to the FEMA trailers, right? So some people couldn't even get in trailers, and maybe that was more so for their benefit. Because then there were people who did get in trailers and they were fucking getting sick and being affected by yeah. So it's so much there. Like when you really kind of get into and start seeing all the different factors that were happening and that were going in, it's just like, damn.
And keep waking it up.
Why'd
Keep
they
waking
do
it
this to
up.
these people? And so yeah, just going back to my experience of it, I remember when Windsor Park Mall was the mall, right? And I remember when it
Right.
was closed. And I remember when Hurricane Katrina hit and people were coming and they were in Windsor Park Mall. That's where they were keeping the evacuees from the city, right? So it's like, yeah. And it's something about it, even too, it being the largest migration, of people since the early 1900s, I think is
When they actually intentionally moved, they were moving for like the gold rush at that point.
no fact. So like, it's very interesting. It's just something there to me, and so I'm gonna keep investigating. I'm gonna keep like tapping in.
You know what,
I
LT?
think I
You
had
can.
seen that, and I
Yeah.
remember when it came out. I think it's like on HBO, right?
And ultimately, yes, like
I'm
you
like,
said,
and I'm like, and I don't need
respect
to
to
see
the.
no shit like that. But I stay stock. Niggas, I haven't got caught slipping since the pandemic. I was like, bitch, I would never not have no water, no food, or no gas in my car. My car stay on full. Like I ain't like I fill up my tank every motherfucking week. I don't play that shit. Like I make sure I have fucking cash money. I make sure I got water, extra water. I don't play that. I buy 6 gallons of water every time I go to the grocery store, and I go grocery shopping every week, right? So there's just certain things that I do because I recognize, and it's hurricane season out here in Houston, so I hope y'all prepared. Like I hope y'all are stocked up and y'all ready for things like this, especially in 2025 when like shit is hitting everywhere. It's like, so you don't even have to be in the disaster prone areas to be feeling this shit, right? Like,
But don't, and like, not to take away from the matter of the fact, like what those people went through 20 years ago, like this is coming up on an anniversary, and like that hits, like there's real energy associated with this time of year and this month, and that's the importance. And like at the end of the day, going through that shit is wild and crazy. It's probably like they were saying, I would have never imagined some shit like this. But at the end of the day, they did survive, and then for those that were lost, like bless your soul, seriously. And like 20 years later, it's crazy because it does feel like, fuck, I remember that like it was yesterday. But yeah, to the people that went through all that shit, like literally so much love and light. And to the people that may have dropped the ball intentionally, especially like, bitch, dust to you and dud forever. Like I said, eternal dud.
You see how I let y'all go and I didn't shoot nothing down. You
Nigga, you were doing all that passive aggressive.
You were very passive.
I'd be
eating my chips.
Disingenuous. No, you're
doing all that fucking petty shit. Like, nigga, please.
You can't even help
Let's
yourself.
end the show.
I can't eat
Let's
chips.
end the show. We done.
Now I can't eat chips.
I
Now
want to
chips
break
is
it
wrong.
because we
That's
coming
crazy.
back
So
next
now
week
eating
without Roy.
chips is crazy.
We coming back next week without Roy.
No, you were very disingenuous.
He going on vacation. He taking a
So
little
now I
vacation.
can't. So now hold on. So eating chips is wrong.
No, you should ask yourself that.
You
Go
know
ask
what
yourself
you
that
doing.
while you're on
I don't think that
vacation.
was wrong at all. I was
Your
eating
brown
chips.
ass. That's your big
Torian's
age.
been
You know
eating-
what you was
Torian's
doing.
been drinking and eating the whole show.
Look at you. You want to throw somebody else? No, we on you. Focus on you. I don't mean that shit over here.
I'm just simply saying,
I
I
do
see
that
a lot
shit
of people on this
respectfully.
show. I'm saying on this show, historically, people eat, drink, smoke, all kinds of stuff. I was just eating
But
some
we
chips.
only doing that shit in spite and passive.
I was eating. I can't. So hold on. So when y'all talking, I
Nigga,
can't eat.
you was sucking your teeth.
You are
and shit. You're on
gaslighting
the fucking
us.
podcast, bro.
Right, he was.
You're
So I
childish.
can't
You need
eat
to
chips
grow
when
up.
y'all. So when y'all
I'm
talking, I can't eat chips. Is what y'all are saying.
I really want you to grow up.
Nigga, we
That's
don't
all
be
I'm saying.
doing like
You
you
can't
do
eat
it.
chips if you're not gonna do it passive
eating my
And you
aggressive.
can be
like,
respectful.
This
in
So
your shit.
hold
be the
on.
shit your
So
wife
now,
be
so
talking
now
about.
y'all
This
have
be
to
the shit
agree
your
with the
wife
way
be
I eat
talking
chips.
about. I'll tell you like that. This be
You
the
act
shit
like
your
you
wife be talking
Popeye, nigga. You ain't
about.
Popeye.
That's the shit right there. This what the fuck she be talking about, Roy.
So I can't eat chips
Clock.
unless y'all agree with it. Is
Clock.
what y'all are saying.
No, it's
Tell
how you
Naomi
were
I pray
eating it,
for
Roy.
her.
You hear us? Stop ignoring what we
That
saying.
doesn't need to be said. He is.
I can't eat
bitch.
chips.
He already
And
knows
keep asking
exactly what
the
energy
same
you're putting out. You
question.
know
So-
that. You
so
know
hold
your
on.
energy.
We said
You
it's
know what
how
you
said
were
you
doing.
ate the chips.
You're
not
too grown. I'm
that
not
you were
talking about
eating
child.
chips.
You know what you were doing, and you know
I
what the
sat
fuck is
back
going
and
on.
quietly watched and listened to y'all talk,
Quietly.
and y'all are mad at me.
Right,
No, we're not
quietly.
mad. We're just clocking your tea.
So what y'all want me to do? So hold on. What would y'all been what
Roy,
could I
you
have
know
done
how to
where
be
y'all would have been
respectful. We
accepting
don't
of it?
gotta tell you what came
Shit,
to
I
You should
didn't
have
feel like
logged
this.
out.
Ain't no raising
You
no
should have logged
man.
out.
Ain't raising
No,
no
that's
man.
still
We
very
cannot
passive
tell you what
aggressive.
you
Take
should
it
be
out. You
doing
don't
right.
listen like
You
that.
know
So what
you
should I
you
have
listen on
done
the
then?
show,
I don't know what
no,
can
when
do.
you're
I
on the
didn't
show
know
and
know.
what
you
you should have
listen,
done, Roy.
when you're on the show and you listen, you do this. You get closer
Try
to
to
this.
do this pause.
No, this is what you do. This is what you always do. So just do what you normally do. You get close to the
Roy's
camera, you do
wrong.
this. So just keep your vibe, because now you're being passive aggressive.
Right, not
But
really.
not even passive aggressive. I would say childish.
You're
I'm
being
not. I'm
You're acting like a
listening.
child. And
See,
you're
really
always
being
me,
in the
see,
offensive
I'm
room.
right now.
different.
I'm finding
No,
offensive what you're doing.
listen like you would have if we would have been calling Tracy Ellis Ross old and that
She
she'll
is
never
old.
find a
She's
man.
52 years old.
And that she'll, like how you would have been so engaged and so
It's
here for
like he
that
was last week.
conversation.
Just go watch the
That's
episode.
what we needed.
You
What
know your
I'm
bop
saying-
though. He already knows his bop. This don't even need to be said. This
No,
goes
what I'm
without saying. You're
saying
talking
is-
to an adult.
See,
He
here's the
just
difference.
rage
When
baiting
I
us
talk,
again.
see, here's the difference.
Oh,
See,
you
no, I
think-
hope everybody's clocking the T.
Because
How you
every
do? How
time
you
you
do clocking
talk,
the T shit? Is it this? Is it?
It's
which
like
finger
this,
is it?
Roy.
Yes. That's
Which finger's the clocking the T
no,
finger?
LT, I've been telling them get off of Tracy. They don't want to listen.
Because when I'm saying, like, when I sit back and don't say nothing, everybody still say I'm wrong. But then when I start talking, everybody can chime in and say whatever they want to say, and it's perfectly fine.
I mean, well, Roy, when you start talking nonsense, we have to intervene. Like, we just
But
can't
you have to just
saying?
realize it.
You see what I'm
Energy.
saying?
Realize
when
the
you go
Who's
off
energy.
authority?
rail. Like,
Roy,
what?
the
On
energy
whose
is
authority?
that Naomi was already talking when you tried to chime in and cut her off with some bullshit.
Thank
Then
you.
I was talking and you said, I'm not going to allow you to say that. Cut me off with some bullshit. So who
Boom.
is going to ever respect your energy?
And then,
when you
hold on.
stop?
What did I do after that? I was quiet and let you talk.
Passively, you wasn't really quiet. You was on there munching them chips and
I
shit,
can't eat chips.
interrupting the sign.
So
throwing
I
you
can't.
off.
Okay, let me know the
No,
rules.
Roy,
So
you
on
just
this
see
show,
how
from
I'm
now
eating
on, I
chips.
can't
wasn't
eat
eating-
food.
I was eating them chips as crazy as you.
So you don't like the way I eat
Obnoxious
chips?
as you. No, because I was over here. You was like, nigga, it was a difference.
So
And
you
know
don't like
it's
the way I
just-
eat chips? Is what you're saying?
Yes.
I mean, if that's what it is, yeah. But you was eating chips differently than you would any other time. So that's what
Have
we
you ever
falling
seen
out.
me eat chips? Hold on, Torian. Have you ever
Torian,
seen me
don't
eat chips
answer
on the?
this and
Hold
don't go
on,
down this
hold
road.
on, Lionel. Hold on, time out. Hold on, time out. Hold on, time out, Lionel. Have you ever seen me eat chips on the show before, Torian?
Yeah.
No, you don't even be eating food on the tour.
That's my point.
So exactly, you were being disrespectful. So you were being disrespectful on purpose.
I wasn't.
That is your point.
I just happened to have a bag of chips.
You weren't even hungry.
I just so happened to have a bag of chips.
You're not even smoking weed. There's no reason for you to eat that shit.
Right. You're not even.
Tori's been taking bong rips. That's why he's eating the fucking chips.
I don't smoke weed. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I don't do drugs.
Right, Roy. You comparing apples to motherfucking
I don't do drugs.
nigga.
I'm sorry. I don't do drugs.
You're a fucking tomato,
what's
bro.
wrong with
Apple.
you?
Get with it, bro.
Like this is just you.
This is just
oh my
him.
god.
I'm just simply
No
saying,
excuse. There's
like,
no
when
excuse.
I present, I'm just simply saying, like,
When
y'all know I love y'all.
Roy, just shut up.
No, I'm saying y'all know I love y'all, and shout out to my sister Shorty Mo.
Nigga, don't be trying to do that.
Mo,
shit.
know I love her. I love all y'all.
I could just see what Naomi be going through. Like you
But
be
what
on
I'm
bullshit
saying,
for
like, when I
2
be
hours
talking-
and then want to end that shit when you love her. Fuck that shit, nigga. I don't know. I don't need it.
See what I'm saying?
Don't need
when
it.
I present
Keep
a perspective, nobody wants to hear it. They just shout me down.
We heard your
Nobody
perspective.
cares.
We heard your perspective,
for
expert.
45
You did hear my perspective. See what I'm saying? This is crazy. This is crazy right now.
No,
we
heard.
We sat there and listened to you talk about how
said
people
we
get
didn't
cut
give you
checks for
opportunity, but we
$75,000.
did.
Yeah, LT said Mo would be on your ass.
Right.
Please don't bring that up. Please.
Everybody, anybody who listens to the show, everybody who
on my
listens to the
side.
show be like, that nigga Roy is be tripping. They're like,
True.
that old ass nigga, like, oh my
True.
God, what's wrong with him?
But I was the only one. But
Well,
here's the thing, though. We're talking about a topic in which I'm the only one on the panel who was a full-grown adult when it happened.
That necessarily
and I'm trying to now give you my perspective, and no one wants to accept it.
We heard the perspective. Roy.
Information is out here, Roy, for us to take in. Like
we heard the perspective.
Your perspective was so okay. You were there, but so was so many other people there. Like you just making it seem like
you wasn't there.
I was there. I was
there. They were there too. They telling their story. Just like you telling your story and you telling their story.
You was there, but I was there.
What was going
on?
on?
Believe these together.
No, you wasn't. We should believe you.
This is crazy.
You weren't there. That's the problem.
No, Roy, because you telling us some bullshit. You tell us not to believe them because they were there in that time. But you want us to believe you because you was there. Y'all both were there. Y'all both some old ass niggas. Y'all both were there. Like, so why should we believe you more than them? Y'all both were there. Like you telling us.
Okay, watch this. Torian, how old is your dad, Torian?
He only 23rd.
Hilarious. How old is he? Is he in his 50s or 60s?
Nigga, I don't know. Nigga, how old your daddy?
My daddy in his 60s, nigga.
You trying to get my daddy information so you can sue us.
No. Hilarious. I'm just simply saying I'm not that much younger than your pops, is what I'm saying.
Right, he's trying to do some schemes.
No, I'm just trying to give y'all the see. Here's the problem, right?
My
is that like, I'm trying to tell y'all what was going on at the time, and y'all are talking to me about a documentary, and y'all just taking off with that. And I'm simply saying I'm trying to provide some additional information. And y'all are just saying, "Oh well, fuck that." And I'm like, "Well, hold on."
Nobody said what information you gave us was so little.
Well, maybe you just
I can't expand upon it because y'all shut me down.
Expand now. We're gonna give you the floor. We're gonna give you the floor to talk. And please give us the insight from being a 20-something in Houston. Come on, let it ride. That's what your ass did. Thank you, Lord. Thank
you. Spirit be on our side and be showing you, Roy. Like, stop going against us. Like, what is wrong with you? You never
going against it is gonna cost you.
Right.
You know that knee is already in that back too.
Get up on your good foot.
Right,
For
come
real,
on,
big
get on your good foot.
I'm good. I want
Are
to take
you?
my head off. and
Spell
talk to
good
everybody.
backwards. Spell good backwards.
What I'm saying, see, here's the problem.
See, you can't even spell good backwards. You ain't good.
No,
See
get the
what I'm
floor.
saying?
You
I
got
can't
the
even
floor.
talk.
Let him speak.
I still
Speak
can't
your
talk.
speech.
You see? That's all I'm saying.
That's because, Roy, you got to crash out like Lionel do. We don't respect.
I don't want to crash out. I just want to have a conversation.
We don't know you serious until you crash out. Like you over here crying. Like crash out.
Okay, bye. Hey, bye, hoes.
I really almost did.
Yes, guys, I got him. I got him out of here.
Tamara said Lionel, no. Tamara said Lionel.
You're like,
ground. I was I literally was close. It said
Hold
leave
on.
studio. It said leave studio, and then Tamara said Lionel, no. No,
I'm just simply. All I'm saying is that, like, as the elder statesman on the show, I'm trying to provide a perspective of what was going on the ground at the time. I was working in the workforce. I'm trying to provide a different perspective, right? That's all I'm saying. And I'm getting shouted down. I don't have a problem with being shouted down. I'm fine with it. I'm not tripping on it. But like, we got to acknowledge that y'all are shouting me down. Y'all can't just sit back and say, "Oh,
you came off."
See, there we go. Let's go. See?
But I'm
See?
saying, please talk now, because you keep trying to say the same thing you said. Can you expand? Please give us your insight.
I'm trying to. Y'all keep talking.
Wow, you just had
you want to argue.
that whole
if you go into that point,
talking about how you tried to talk,
then you never should have cut nobody off in the first place. And then you're gonna cry about it.
Right.
All right, man. Hey, listen, man. This has been No Strings for August the 6th. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Hit the subscribe button. We appreciate
Hey, y'all go get my book coming out on Friday.
Oh, make sure we go get the book. Go get the book.
It looks really good.
It is a 52-week devotional journal. Y'all go out and get it. It's gonna be on Amazon and Night Touch Jewelry. So Life is coming out on 8/8, the Lionsgate portal. Get you one. Roy, get you one so you can heal, please.
Okay.
I'm like, do it for the world. Do it for the world, please.
He do like 5 of them at once. Like,
no, you don't. Let me see. He gonna say, "Bitch, I read it twice already."
So that way he could work all the shit out, different shit.
Y'all want me to show you the book that's right by my desk right now? Should I show y'all what's by my desk?
The ego book that you read in a week, bro. Get out of here.
Here's the closest book to me right now.
Look, exactly. The ego book that you so-called
That's the closest book to me. I'm just trying to tell you. See, I do the work. Y'all talk shit. See, I'm different. I
talk shit on to the book, nigga. How you gonna say we don't need no work? We put you on to the book.
Because when I talk, nobody cares. Everybody shouts me down. I'm fine with it. I got thick skin.
Bullshit. I will say I don't be respecting your shit because your shit.
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
That's one person, ain't all of us.
Look, and I'll say it. I'm like,
and I'll respect you, but you just have to be fair. If you didn't cut Naomi off and then tell me that you're not gonna allow me to say something, I would have never popped.
Right. Thank you.
If you were a different person, I wouldn't have popped.
You just have to. You have to be accountable too. You added to the flame of the fire.
Right. Your mindset is just.
And then you don't want to speak. You have the floor to speak. You don't want to say nothing.
I'm just simply saying, like, I got, like, nothing bothers me. I got thick skin, so I'm fine. I'm not tripping. But I'm just simply saying, like, the fact that I can't speak my speech and like be cool for like 10 seconds without somebody butting in is crazy. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, we're not trying to get canceled, Roy.
There you go. See what I'm saying? There you go. See?
You was done talking.
I wasn't done talking. You jumped in.
Well, you should have been done talking.
Torian, cut it and zip it and let him talk because this is.
He was done talking.
Let's go get some chips real quick, y'all. Let's get some chips. And then we can
don't worry, I got some right here. Go ahead, talk. I'm trying to make sure I got enough.
Okay, right now, all right.
Okay, what were you saying?
We ready. We're ready.
Well, I think there's something about too.
Hey man, listen. Let me let everybody know out there, man. It's a fucked up show.
You gotta just what you put out is what you get in. What you put in is what you get out.
Hey man, listen. I put out nothing but positive energy for these people. I respect my juniors on this particular podcast. I let them speak. But when I speak, no one respects my perspective, and I'm the only person who was an adult for the time that they're talking about. I'm trying to give them some additional perspective, and no one wants to hear it, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm chill. Let's get to next week, man. We'll come back and we'll try to have a better show. Torian out here eating chips. This nigga here don't even like chips. This is crazy. This is crazy, man. Listen, shout out to the panel, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all Negroes. The book, what Dr. Umar called it, the Book of Negroes. I'm gonna put y'all all in the Book of Negroes. Shout out to my brother, Dr. Umar, friend of the show. Booker Nick. Matter of fact, hold on. Booker Negroes, all of them. Booker Negroes, get them off the show.
Oh, wow.
It's just me, right? Here's what I'm telling y'all, man. Shout out to No Strings Attached. Shout out to the whole panel. Torian, aka I Runs Wild. Naomi is in the building. Lai, aka One's in the building. Mo is not here. Shout out to Shorty Mo out there. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. This is what we do every week. We talk about relationships and the culture. We enjoy the conversations. I'm sorry I gotta do this. I had to put myself on the screen, the big screen, and give it to you rough, rugged, and raw. Because other than that, I was getting cut off. Maybe we'll have a conversation next week where we can I can express my opinion without getting cut off. But until then, salute, peace.